watching a YouTube video from the streamer Destiny. I host him like all the time. I have him on auto host. But I really enjoy his conversations, and I don't think I've been able to really share that with you guys at all. So yeah, I was like, you know what, I think we can get away without like copyright infringement and all that. But we'll see. I'm not sure from like user to user how all that stuff works, because I'm kind of newbie still. But yeah, right now I'm just uploading my thumbnail. Did I not send it to the right person? aka myself? Because it's not in my inbox, it's in my outbox. Yeah, he can be a little inflammatory sometimes, but it's not like, it's not like using the N-word or, you know, like, it's tolerable from my perspective, like, the level of, like, trolling and anger that is, his chat's pretty brutal, though. I'm downloading my thumbnail right now, guys, and I'll be, like, good to go. But yeah, I also wanted to kind of set the stage for everyone who's on there. Captain, oh yeah, thanks, man. I'm getting there. Hi, Nike. How you doing? Happy April Fools, everyone. Happy April Fools. I'm uploading my thumbnail. It's already created. It's already sent. I just am clicking on it. That's all I need to do is click on it. I have one job, and it's to click. How hard could that be? For everyone who wants to follow along, this is the YouTube video I'm going to be watching tonight. Hold up, hold up, hold up. My browser. I have Firefox open right now, and she's having a really hard time. She's having a real hard time. Okay. Come on, girl. You can do it. Get that spinning cogwheel of death. Horizon. Zero Dawn. Come on, let me select. Horizon Zero Dawn. Save changes. I'm gonna be on YouTube soon, guys. I swear. I see you guys in there already. Man, God. 24 minutes in. Still not playing the game yet. Fuck. Let's see if I can't change my lighting on this, though. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Guns in my head and they won't go. I got guns in my head and they won't go. Feeling in my head and they won't go. I don't know, man. There's no hope. Okay. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Mike, Chi, Nas, and Lodi again. Welcome, everyone. I am so sorry. This is the video that we're going to be listening to. If you want to follow along, if you don't, that's fine too. But I'm gonna like stop and talk about it every now and then. You know, just kind of really low commitment stuff as we play. My audio. There we go. Okay.
Okay, dude, are you excited, man? You thought this moment would never come, didn't you?
Still not exactly convinced it's actually happening.
Well, it's here, dude. So why don't you tell chat what you would like to argue about today, buddy?
Okay, guys, we're finally playing.
So.
And we're listening to the video. Just started.
A while back, you got heated at someone in chat.
Where's my mouse?
Because
There it
they... I don't even remember how it got started. But essentially the argument was, when is it okay for social media sites to ban people? And this was back, I think it was during the Grow Score ban. And you said, and your big problem was when someone got banned on one site, and then another site saw that and took that as reason to ban them too. Unless I'm completely mistaken.
I'm hunting down, just for context, everyone, I'm hunting down meat, right? Is that what it is? Meat?
Wait, I might
Hold on.
sneeze. But yeah, what you're saying, yeah, it's more or less what I said,
Crafting.
but-
It's for the permanent, like, travel pack.
So, where I take, I don't want to say offense, that's way too strong, but where I would challenge that is it doesn't really seem to be consistent with other things you've said in the past. What I mean by that. I know, right? Scary.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Fatty meat. I need fatty meat.
And it's actually a trend you see
Oh, is it fox skin?
on Poll a lot, and a lot of alt-right boards.
Oh,
as
shit.
It's this weird sort of safe space thing, but not safe space thing.
Okay, I'm already
Where
done with this conversation. This guy is like, I
social
can't.
media.
He's super slow, and he's like thinking
Pretty
about
much
his
just
words
social
like
media
way
as like this
too hard.
bastion of free speech.
I'm already done with this guy.
And if you were to get banned from...
He's like, he used the word bastion, which good for you, but like really, I can't do it. Okay, we're not listening to that one, man. We're not. So scrap everything I ever told you. The Sargon of Akkad ones are good, but I've only listened to the second one. I'm wondering. Let's see. The JonTron one seems to be where a lot of the videos have come off of, and it's highly hit, and I have not watched it yet, so let's do that, and this should be terrible, because I've heard clips from it since I've seen, like I said, I saw videos after. I'll chat this out for you guys.
Alright, boys.
Fox skin. Okay, I need fox pelts.
Going in.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. I think I can hear you now. Oh, you got it?
Hi, Dylan.
Yeah, how's the
booty work?
Is this mic quality good?
Gotta make that
great.
booty work.
Is it echoey? Okay. What's up, Mr. Stephen Bonnell II? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's the full name. You just completely doxed me, dude. What if my name was a secret?
It's a bit, you're even more handsome in person.
Well,
Oh God.
I guess.
So what's up, man? What do you want to talk
I don't know where you
about?
can just go, ooh,
A little
speaking of
spat
Fox.
today on Twitter. I have to say, I didn't expect today to go. I wasn't really how I was expecting my Sunday to go, but you know, with life, especially these days, you never know
Bony meat,
Yeah.
fatty meat.
how it's gonna go.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess.
Oh, Matt, it's such an awesome
I
game.
already told you. We've been talking about a lot of these issues recently on my stream, and not just on my stream, obviously across the entire world.
Yes.
You know, cultural issues and
Can
everything.
you guys hear it on my microphone?
Both American and international politics, what with Brexit and now with Trump in the United States, and yeah, it's kind of a lot of shit going on. The gaming community typically tends to lean a certain direction, you know, especially in a post-Gamergate world, where you find a lot of certain things being said, and I noticed that it seems like you are kind of on a certain side of things when it comes to this kind of immigration and culture debate.
Cool.
I
Okay.
guess what I do. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, I know you have a very, very large outreach and whatnot, so seeing you say some things was a little bit troubling. But yeah, go ahead.
Sure, well, I mean, I don't think it's troubling. I think it's actually pretty common sense. I think the fact that people think it's troubling is what's troubling to me, because I just don't see it as very controversial. Could you... and also, the only reason that I'm maybe on a quote-unquote side is because in this day and age, staying on the fence is just useless, because everybody knows that
Polarized,
you're
dude.
just trying to avoid conflict at that point, because we are in very polarized times.
Hey!
So I just like to at least state
Jinx.
my opinion clearly, but what is it that you find so troubling? Let's start there.
So I guess it's kind of this general vague defense of Western, or more specifically like American culture. Basically, the problem I'm getting into is every time I read things, and I know that you're going to take...
There is fast travel. That's the reason I'm...
Every time I read things, what it always seems
that's why I'm
doing...
I'm trying to kill foxes, because you can basically make a permanent fast travel pack,
and that's like the most important
and they're kind of expensive to just keep making flippantly, so I'm
so
going to be walking to my destination
the way that,
and killing foxes.
I mean, obviously you can take that from it, but that's really not the core argument. The core argument is that no other nation would voluntarily change its demographics. Now, people say, oh, demographics? What do you mean? You know, it's not a white country or something like that, or demographics don't matter. But if this were true, they wouldn't have such an easy time turning around and identifying who's the problem.
Who's the problem?
White male. They have no problem identifying it then. It's
in terms of the problem, I mean, I think it depends on what particular thing you're talking about. But I guess
the issue, because white man is not the problem 100% of the time.
Comparing us to any other country in the world, I think that the United States of America is relatively unique in its identity, and that we don't really have, and we don't have like an ethnic background that is tied to our country. Does that make sense? As in, like, we're not like, if you're from France, you can be French. If you're from Italy, you can be Italian, German. You can be German, Polish, like actual ancestry dating back hundreds of years. Typically, as Americans, we are Eurocentric, right, in our ancestry.
Yeah. Well, that's what
I don't have Mass Effect. No, I don't. I've never played it. I've seen the graphics. I'm very unimpressed by the graphics.
Historically, there's just no debating that. When people try to debate that, there was obviously
I'm sorry, Stud.
Population who
I'm streaming on both, but
against their will, they were emancipated.
The first thing that you just said doesn't really make sense. It was a European nation. Like in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, Italians and Irishmen were discriminated against, like, massively coming to the United States. Like, they were called, I think Irish people were called the inside-out Negroes. Like, it was like...
They're still European, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that we didn't see it that way going back 150 years in the United States. It's like, well, they're European, they're okay. Like, that's not how we saw it. Like,
well, we weren't there at that time. I mean, I was born in 1990, well past it. I mean, my dad is Persian, my mom is Hungarian. I'm not even 100% white. I'm just saying this is a matter of fact. So when I see bullshit, I just know it. And
well, what do you mean by matter of fact? What I'm saying is that as time has gone on,
ice baby,
we've seen more and more people be included in the identity of what it means to be an American. So it seems strange that today there's like this massive pushback on who can become included in that demographic. That just seems kind of strange.
I understand what you're saying. Well, none of this would have ever been a problem.
Oh fuck! There's another one.
I guess you could call them the extreme left. Started bringing identity politics to the fore, because when you have a nation is supposed to be a people that are all bound by at least culture, if not genetics or whatever.
What?
Say. So
genetics.
We're all supposed to feel like we're one people, but they started doing this.
What the fuck?
Like, if you're black, you're here. If you're white, you're here.
That Snapdraw destroyed me.
So again, like, I know these are a lot of like hot button talking points, but like when you say the left started identity politics by assigning white and black.
Yeah, cool. I'm listening to a YouTube video. It's right here.
Probably assigned white and black people to different areas.
It's a debate.
More so than a Black Lives Matter speaker or Obama talking about a racial issue. I don't agree with this narrative that all of a sudden the left has brought out, identity politics. Like, if you talk to minorities in the United States, identity politics has been part of their national identity for the past, since the inception of the United States.
I just don't know that, it's on the same level. Especially because...
Well, it's not. It's on a much lesser level than it used to be. We don't have Jim Crow laws anymore. We don't, women's suffrage happened,
You're right, and people still manage to create divisions between themselves.
Well, because there still exist divisions. Black people are disproportionately represented in prisons. Women are disproportionately represented in certain workplaces.
Okay, but the argument is that it's white people who caused them to be in those places. That's the implicit argument, not that they have any agency of their own to...
Who do you think was responsible for Jim Crow laws?
Well, of course it was white people, of course. I'm not arguing for Jim Crow.
So
okay, well, no, I'm just saying that when you say something like that, like, people are blaming white people, which is absurd. Well, I mean, if you go back 50, 200 years,
three of them,
kind of white people.
Four of them.
I'm not saying that we need to lock white people up now or bring back reparations or anything, but it seems like the big problem, and I notice this a lot because I watched pretty much an entire discussion with Sargon, is that I know that there are extremists on the left that want to play the blame game and do that fucking white guilt bullshit. I'm not into that shit. I'm not that extreme. Like white people need to, bow their heads and be solemn everywhere and recognize their privilege all the time. Like, I think that's stupid. But it's difficult sometimes to have a conversation about these topics when a lot of white people won't even acknowledge that they exist. When you get white people that say things like, well, I'm pretty sure I could go through your Twitter and find things like reverse racism is a real thing, and white genocide exists today in America, and everybody hates the white man. Like, those are pretty charged statements when you have people that are alive today in their 60s who were legally discriminated against in their childhood. Like those are pretty extreme statements,
Well, if they're going to acknowledge one side, this is always a one-sided thing, because if you don't agree that whites are the primary cause of, dysfunction in certain communities, like it has to stem back to Jim Crow, it has to stem back to slavery. Well, I don't know that these arguments can hold up decade after decade. So I think that's where
that long ago, though. Like when you say a statement like that,
okay, but less than 100 years ago.
18 years old who are committing a disproportionate amount of crime, and they were born after me. So how do you explain that? Is that Jim Crow?
What?
Nobody wants to get into the realistic things. They say you want to have a conversation, but they don't really want to have a conversation. They just want to blame whites more and more. And the more
if you had a daughter that was 18 years old, would you send her to hang out with 400 guys that were all like known like fucking juggalos or people that rape people whatever all the time? Would you have her hang out in that environment? Probably not, right? If you had a friend and he had 30 friends that were meth heads, right? Would you be happy with him hanging out with all of these people constantly? No, probably not, right? What the argument I'm getting to is that your environment shapes you a lot, right? If you have a family that goes back hundreds of years, if you've got parents that help you, parents that take care of you, like these things have a major impact in your life. If you have grandparents that were directly impacted by Jim Crow, you have parents that were born to people that were directly, discriminated against by the state. I mean, we're not that far removed from these issues. It's not like, well, my grandparents deal with this. Do we really have to? We still deal with the Red Scare in the West,
Okay, well, the United Kingdom didn't have Jim Crow. France didn't have Jim Crow. We still have riots. We still have Muslim riots over there. And in Sweden,
Muslim riots?
Jim Crow. There's still riots in the streets of Stockholm and Malmo and wherever else. So you're telling me that...
I'm just speaking...
So at what point do we... Okay, so Jim Crow... One aspect of it here in America, but as far as the rest of the Western world, we don't have these same precedents, and there's
I only want to speak
in those communities.
I only want to speak in regards to the United States because everything else is way more complicated. We get into the histories of other countries and Islam and in Europe, that's all different countries. That's all different countries, different topics. So in the United States, I'm not trying to say that no black person is ever responsible for any of their actions whatsoever. I'm just saying that it bothers me sometimes when I listen to internet celebrities get together and talk about how irresponsible black people are when so many of them are born to single parent households.
Like it's not as if we're saying like all black people are irresponsible. That's ridiculous. I mean that is truly bigoted. I'm just saying, like you can't make the argument that whites should be okay with them being becoming a minority in the countries that their ancestors built if it doesn't apply to other countries.
Whoa, we're gonna hold on. White minority versus other countries. Okay, here, we're not quite on that topic yet. I'm just saying that if you're not acknowledging the problems that exist in these communities, you'll never be able to fix it, right? And one of the big problems I had when I talked to Sargon was this idea that like black people just need to fix themselves. Like, I mean, sure you can say that, but this is going to take a lot longer to get these communities on board when they were aggravated by white communities for so long. You can't just tell a group of people that have been oppressed historically in the United States for hundreds of years, over the course of a generation to just fix their shit. Like,
why don't you be better? Get gooder.
I don't understand why it is anyone else's responsibility.
If you guys wanted to, you could just not be poor, right?
Why is it why should someone else deal with these problems? I mean, that's basically what people are asking to do.
Because we live in a civilization where we all help each other and we have to treat with one another.
Recently, we haven't been acting that way, have we? So,
recently we have been. We live in an unprecedented period of human history where more people than ever are surviving childhood. Less people than ever are dying in natural disasters. More people than ever are moving into middle classes all around the world. That's not true. We've absolutely been helping each other. And the thing is, even if you're a selfish person. This benefits you. Why are you moving to the United States and not staying in Iran? Probably because there's more people doing well in the United States, so there's more opportunity for you here than there is in Iran, right? When the United States, when everybody in the U.S. does better, everybody does better, right? If black communities and Mexican communities get more...
Of course.
So, well, you're saying of course now, but then earlier you're like, well, why should we help anybody else?
What about playing Last of Us and Uncharted 4?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Let me
they're
pause this real
turning
fast.
they're turning, you know, everyone against each other. And so...
Well, but you're saying that, but it's like, it feels like if you...
Okay, so I just started a new schedule. That will be next week is when my new schedule kicks off. If you want details about that, those on my profile. We should be making a bot command here pretty shortly. But I'm a variety streamer, right? So I play a variety of different games, and we're kind of taking that to the next level. So I actually have a set schedule now of when I'll be playing what. Some of them are viewer choices. Some of them are going to be, those choices are even still going to be varied off of console. I'm on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, I have a Super Nintendo, I have a original PlayStation, I have all these consoles, and I really, really, really want to spread my wings and develop my community. And I think I play a lot of PlayStation 4 games, a lot of shooters, and it's not that I don't enjoy that anymore, I just feel like there's so many other things I'm missing out on, and I'm still not accomplishing anything. So, like this game, for instance, I love this game so much, but I feel like because I get caught up with like Overwatch, because I just don't feel like playing Horizon, like, I now am like vastly behind where I thought I would be, you know? It's kind of like, oh, you know, oh, I already platinumed it, you know? I get all these little fucktards in here saying it, you know? So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. But we'll see. Aw, thank you, Stud. Hi, Don. What's up, man? Yeah, Damon. We're listening to a YouTube debate. Streamer Destiny is talking to JonTron, and I enjoy listening to these on my free time, and I don't really share them with you guys because it's politically charged discussion, and I try and shy away from that just because I think it gets very toxic fast, right? That being said, right now I'm just kind of on the receiving end watching this for the first time. This is like a big one. A lot of Destiny's videos have kind of stemmed off of this particular one. Already, it's already a little like wicked inflammatory, personally. But yeah, I'm interested to see how bad it gets, because I think this actually, from what I remember, this gets pretty bad. I've heard little sound clips from other sources, so we shall see. I put the link in chat and mods. I don't have a Switch yet, Shane, and I was going to buy a DS with a capture card. I have not done that yet. I kind of like put that on the back burner. I don't know that that's really what I want to do, you know? I know it sounds kind of silly, but I had the Pokemon Sun game I haven't played, but it seems like, I don't know, the Switch is where everyone is, and I just don't know what I'm doing with my life, man. I just don't know. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. So I just, like I said, I don't even play the consoles I currently have enough to my liking. So hopefully, like I said, the schedule alleviates some of that, but yeah. We'll see. Without further ado.
Point out a problem. The right is so quick to go, well, hold on, you're turning us all against it. Well, no, we're just acknowledging a problem, and now we need to fix it.
Hi, Famous.
I would argue that I don't know. I don't want to get too raunchy with this, but I think what I'm saying is that nobody would ask Japan if it was okay that, you know, Japan become a minority Japanese nation.
But we're not Japan, and I don't care about Japan. And also, Japan is one of the most
completely different
countries in the world. You want to be like Japan?
This word racist, what does it mean?
What?
The Japanese people thought that they were the superior Asians, and it was part of the reasons why they were so keen to do that shit they did during World War II.
Oh
Japanese viewed themselves as the superior Asian race, and every other Asian is being subservient to them.
We're getting there, man.
It doesn't get much more racist than Japan. You want to try to draw a parallel to another homogenous society. Japan is like the worst go-to
Not the one.
It's also a dying country of people who, because they refuse to let anybody else in, are having horrible problems with their population, who, like,
chill
Japan
water,
has a lot of like
chill water.
record-setting suicide rates. Like, I don't think Japan is the country that you want to point to as your model homogenous society.
I just disagree. I think it is a model society. I mean,
in what
Based
way?
on what?
see, look, it's happening now. I mean, what is it that's so offensive about white people saying they would like to preserve their demographic majority?
White
I don't
people?
understand. It always gets into these semantics of
Because
like,
I
we
don't
have to help this
understand
person
why
or that person.
Why is the skin color so important?
Yeah,
Why would
white
drag
people.
the country down, holding on to
You're
it?
not
Like,
even-
There have been
Well, I didn't start this shit now, did I?
Well, there have been contributions by other people to our country that are non-white. Why wouldn't we want to continue to foster this kind of behavior? Why would you want to close everybody out and be like,
Because
white only?
I think human beings are at the core tribal, and they tend to want to stick to their own. I think it's completely natural, completely normal, and so.
But you've already proven that statement wrong in what you're saying, because you think you're a white person and you're half Iranian and what did you say, Hungarian?
Yeah, sure, and I'm
That wouldn't have been considered a white person 100 years ago. 100 years ago, Irish wasn't considered a white person.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about mass immigration. Like when they want to basically, I mean, they've gone
I
and
feel
they've
like killing
said
these guys.
on the DNC. What was it? Like the DNC platform. They have that lady that was saying, white people need to shut up and listen. Now that's the kind of discourse we're looking at for the future of this country.
So I mean, that sounds kind of bad, but again, you have
kind of bad.
Well, that's
Hi, Biggie. What's up, man?
I'm saying to a lot of white people.
Godzilla.
People saying things
Absolutely.
like, "Oh, racism isn't real," or "Reverse racism is the bigger crime," or "Minorities in America are totally fine." You guys just be like, "Damn!" Like at some point, you got to chill out, and you have to listen to people and figure out what their problems are, so that you can move forward in a positive.
This is the problem. When you get condescending, people say, "Fuck you, I don't want to listen," and that's why you're seeing this big pushback. I didn't start it, and
Well, but
this
both
whole thing
sides
about
are
I
condescending.
think I'm white.
We can't pretend that condescension only comes from one side, right? Like, Trump is literally the most abrasive political figure.
It does come from one side. Trump is a reaction.
Wait,
to
do
the
you
part
tell,
of the identity politics of the last
male streamers that you watch to
Reaction
smile more
Identity
often?
politics, dog. Half the people
Probably
that
not.
were tweeting at me
Probably
in response
not.
to what you were saying to me were literal Nazis
really
and white
awkward thing to
supremacists,
say,
like,
dude.
Look, man, it's this guilt by association shit.
It
Why don't
is
you
an awesome
denounce all the
game, though.
communists
I
in
do
your
agree.
movement? They killed 100 million people.
Wait,
What's wrong with communism? Is
communism?
that what you just said?
Wait, what does communism have to do with any of this?
Well, what do Nazis have to do with this?
The people, it's a political and race ideology. Communism is just an economic thing.
Oh, it's an economic thing. Okay.
Is he real right now?
A movement in 1930s Germany. They have absolutely nothing to do with any of this. Americans are the ones who beat the Nazis. So I don't know why we're bringing Nazis into anything.
Because the people that were supporting you identify as neo-Nazis.
I don't care. Does someone replying to me mean that I endorse them? Have I ever tweeted anything of neo-Nazi ideology?
No, but I guess like the thing that bothers me is that at some point, if you find that you are in company with a ton of white supremacist, racist people, like at some
Gets
point,
awkward,
you gotta
huh?
wonder, fuck, what the fuck am I talking about?
Yeah.
No, these are just slurs. White supremacist, racist. And by the way,
It's a
this thing
slur.
that I think I'm white. So fine, go ahead and take the whiteness away from me. Say I'm just an Uncle Tom Middle Eastern.
No,
whatever.
no. Hold on. No.
What?
I'm not trying to take the whiteness thing away from you. I think it's a beautiful thing. This is where we are. At 2017, a half Iranian is talking to me and feels like they belong to America. That's a good thing, dude. That's a positive thing. Because like I said, 150 years ago, people identified as their European counterparts. Like, you're not American, you're German, you're Polish, right? It's these things. You're Italian, you're, British, but now we see ourselves as American. There's a ton of different white people in the United States that all see themselves as fucking white people. A lot of people couldn't even...
people in
Yeah, more spots. Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing, man?
If there's one American in
Fuck
America,
politics,
who
okay,
doesn't see
games. I'm
themselves-
doing that. I am
doesn't see themselves as strictly
very
American.
much playing. I'm playing and listening. You can't do both?
And
You can't
sure,
political
if you wanna
endgame at the
move
same time?
towards Fixing that's fine. That's a great goal. I don't think a pure society is possible. I don't think that's possible. But
Okay.
in terms of a demographic maturity, I don't know that a nation can exist without one. This truly multicultural, every single person is a different thing or race or religion. I don't really know if that's sustainable long term in a society.
Why not? What's so wrong about
3
Have you
foxes?
seen
Oh
the
my
last
god.
4
Fuck
years,
yes.
my friend? I feel like people like you, when they're talking about this, they just pretend they get you gaslight. You pretend that the last 4 to 8 years didn't
Hold on.
fucking happen.
I'm not gaslighting. Your side
sure
is the
gaslighting.
definition of gaslighting. Dude, you're telling me that there are riots all over Europe and riots all over Sweden. No, they're not. They're not. Do you think Sweden is falling apart right now under mass rioting and burning down?
You ever heard of boiling the frog slowly? Doesn't notice.
I mean, people say the same about Trump's move towards an authoritarian fascist government. I mean, you can make the same argument about anything. Like I said, the facts back me up. That we are in an unprecedented era of world peace right now. But for some reason, people think
about to change.
Why?
Because shit's falling apart.
But it's not. You're the one gaslighting now. You see, Trump is the one gaslighting. This idea that crime is at a 45-year high, that ISIS represents a threat somehow to the Western world, these are gaslightings by fucking Trump. These things aren't true.
I will give you that perhaps it's a little bit on both sides there, but
there we go, boys.
I still maintain what I say is true, and
So, like, when I look at society in America today, 200 years ago, men and women would not have been seen as being able to do equal things. That would be a disgusting idea. 150 years ago, Italians, Polish people, Irishmen wouldn't have been considered even white people, let alone Americans, right?
I don't know that is just a myth. That's not true. They were considered white. I don't know where this thing that Italians and Irish weren't considered white. That's ridiculous. You see, the Irish are like the whitest people around. What the hell? That's just a fucking myth. So I'm going to take that from you.
Okay, here's the thing. I can't read the word. It's white N-word, okay? I can't read this because we're going to trouble on stream, okay? This is what Irishmen were called.
Skins!
I mean,
in the United States. I don't know if you
a little
think
more
this
proof than a short Wikipedia article here.
I mean, what do you want? I mean, we're talking about an undisputed.
But they were still white. That's all I'm saying. They were not
dude. They literally
white.
had signs in the United States that said Irish need not apply. These were less than humans. These people were treated horribly. They were not seen as Americans or even.
I don't know where this kid went to school.
Reverse Negroes.
Maybe they were a bunch of dicks, huh?
I don't think so, no.
Hi, B4. Hi, Kenny. How are you doing?
200 years ago, women weren't seen as being able to achieve the same thing as men were. 150 years ago, Irishmen and Italian weren't seen as being white people. 100 years ago, black people were seen. It seems like we're
being Irish, or people not liking the Irish.
I'm stuck on something.
Not liking the Italians doesn't make them not white.
God.
It makes them not white. Perhaps they had some traits that were undesirable. I hear the Italian mafia made the rounds. But look, that would have been a good argument to restrict Italian immigration.
But they didn't. Still stands. No, they integrated into society. That's a good thing. Nobody in the United States of America, nobody in the U.S. sees an Italian. Nobody in the U.S. looks at Italians and goes, "Oh, you're Italian. You're not a real American." Look at all the immigration we've achieved so far. Why would we stop at this point when we've come so much farther than we ever thought possible?
Because
God, these fucking birds are the worst.
They should avert course.
How is it not working? What's not working?
It appears there is a lot of conflict. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last election, they pitted non-whites against whites, and they expected the non-whites to vote for Hillary, or you were some sort of race traitor. And I don't know if you want to ignore that fact, that's fine, but that's how it was.
Well, I mean, it's kind of based on their platforms. You got somebody like Trump saying that if you have Mexican parents, you can't be a federal judge. I mean, that's a pretty racially.
Did he say that? I don't know if he said that. I don't recall Trump saying anything explicitly racist. I recall that he said that he wanted illegal immigrants from Mexico who committed crimes to go back.
He also said that a lot of the people that Mexico sends over here, they send rapists and murderers, and maybe some are good people. I mean,
was he wrong about the fact that we get a lot of crime from Mexico? Was he wrong about that?
For the most part, yeah. I don't think that the majority of illegal immigrants are murderers or rapists. There's no data to back that up. So yes, he was wrong. Some of them are.
Some of them are
murderers and racists. Should we deport all white people?
Yes, but those are people that they're part of, if you want to call it, they're part of the American family.
What?
We can't do anything about them. But why would we?
What?
Why would
they're part of the American family.
Makes sense. But apparently, if you oppose this, you're racist.
We're not talking about importing crime. The fact that you have importing crime is synonymous with Mexicans coming to the United States is a little telling, don't you think?
Mexicans. If a bunch of Hungarians came in here committing crime, I would say the fucking same thing, man.
Okay, if you saying that
what the fuck?
Then why is it so important that whites remain the majority in the United States? What is it about being white that's so important?
Nothing.
Look, I'm actually not
just
making the argument that whites
that's racism.
Remain the majority in the United States. I'm simply arguing that it's clear
not even a really good
that
job
whites are not allowed to speak up against their demographic oblivion. I mean,
It's not oblivion. There is no oblivion. Nobody's walking around killing all the white people.
says you.
I'm sorry, wait, did I miss the stories where all of these white people are being killed in hordes by Mexicans and black people?
Hordes.
They're being killed, man. They're being displaced. I mean,
Displaced?
You are the same guy who says that Europeans displaced the Native Americans. That's your argument. That's your go-to argument. Oh, you're not a Native American, then you can never be a true American. But apparently, when other people do it to white Americans, it's okay because fuck white people. It's obvious.
White Americans?
No, my original point was that I think it's strange that so many people identify as American when your family typically immigrated from another country. I never spoke to whether or not
from fucking somewhere, man. It doesn't make. Make these things not real. Like,
well, sure, but I kind of agree.
The British people immigrated onto the island at one point before there was anything there.
Did you speed work in the gym? What do you mean?
Nothing. That's good. You made my point for me. I agree that where you're from doesn't define who you are. That anybody can go to a country and be part of that country. So then, why are we so worried about white displacement?
Because it's real. Do you want me to send you a?
Speaking of guys, sorry.
What does white displacement mean?
Here, have a look at this chart here. That's what it looks like. You show that on the stream if you'd like to. They're going to be, I mean, at this rate, the whites would be a minority.
Talk about a spat. I know it, Marie.
Okay, but
I love it. I'm not going to lie. I get super wet
because
for this shit.
You and people of your ilk would freak out. Have the situation.
I like it.
Have the situation been whites colonizing a part of when the Chinese did
Wait, we're not colonizing anything. These are people legally immigrating.
Okay, so why when the Chinese, were trying to colonize Tibet, or whatever it was, trying to go into Tibet,
or whatever.
Why was that, a save Tibet situation? But when
I don't know anything. I don't know about the situation in Tibet and China. I'm talking about the United States of America.
Okay, well, I'm using a what do you call it? Allegory, metaphor,
analogy.
And I mean, sorry, jeez, I'm dumb. I'm using an analogy to try to,
Foxkin! More Foxkin!
See the hypocrisy.
Tyler! Thanks for subbing to Patreon, dude! You know what's really rad about that, dude? Is that I saw it on stream. I think you're the first person who subbed while I've been streaming, so that's kind of cool.
Okay,
welcome. I hope you enjoy the Espion photos, dude.
Okay, let me ask you something.
And then next month,
the European
we're going to be doing a twerk video. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be absolutely terrible.
That's very, very complicated.
It's only complicated because it's whites.
It's going to be funny.
Really
I'm trying to make it
been exploited.
Trying to make light of the fact that I can't.
Countries, in other ways, Africa has grown a lot in different economies because of their trade with these countries. That's a really, really complicated question. Africa is still lagging behind a lot of the world for a lot of different reasons, but they have been catching up and making great progress over the past 20 years. You
should just combine a meta-analogy.
We can get into that paradigm if you want, but that's a really complicated issue.
I'm just saying, if white people go to South Africa, they colonize there. It's the white people encroaching on the Africans' land, and they should give it back. But
we're not talking about colonizing or imperializing people. We're just talking about
completely different than immigration. Completely different.
A large number of people from one specific place coming in, setting up their own ethnic enclaves, and then waving their own flag inside of our nation.
What would you call setting up your own ethnic enclaves and waving
What's
your
up,
own
Jay?
flag?
How you doing?
I'm pretty sure we have a lot of Mexicans that come to the United States that are living in the United States that wave American flags and are proud to be American.
Yes, of course there are some, but
some of them are murderers and rapists.
Large swaths of them who don't feel that way, who want to break parts of America off back into Mexico. So what would you say to those?
Okay. So, just to put your argument on paper, you think that there are people that risk rape, murder, and theft, leaving and fleeing Mexico to come to the United States, whose ultimate goal is to secede part of the United States back to the place that they flee from.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
That there are people that risk rape, murder, and theft to try to get their families from Mexico to the United States, so that ultimately they can get back to the United States just to secede part of it to Mexico. They want to break it off and go back to the land that they...
Man, I'm not going to speculate on why they did what. All I know is what they are doing. And
whoa, you just speculated. You said that they wanted. You said they wanted to come here and break off. Where are these movements of Mexicans trying to get Texas to go back to Mexico?
When you have these illegals coming up and getting so bold to say, "Try deporting me, Trump," that's a sign of a problem. By the way, it's inarguable that the locations from where people have immigrated, it has changed. up until, I believe it was 1965, it was all Europeans, and now most of it is from Mexico. And by the way, you know, they're even going into, I believe, the African Americans areas and pushing them out too. So it's not just white Americans that are affected by this kind of thing.
I'm not affected. I don't understand what you... This is what I'm trying to get back to the original question. What do you mean by affected? What's so bad about a certain type of people immigrating to a country? Like, back to the original question. Why does it matter if white people become the minority in the United States? Why is that a big deal?
Man, come
Should
on.
be a really easy question.
Come on, man. I mean, look, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. That's how people work.
Exactly.
That's how all
No,
people's
it's not. That's not true. Maybe that's how racists work. This is where the word
I'm a
comes
racist.
from. Well, I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get you to tell me what, because that's all I can go on right now. You're not giving me more. I'm asking you, why does it matter if white people are the minority in the United States? And you keep, like, kind of laughing and going, like, well, is it because brown people are worse than white people?
No, of
or?
course it's not because brown people are worse. It's a matter of integration. If they immigrate, they need to integrate. But also, we don't need to take immigrants from incompatible places.
Incompatible places?
But that's the beautiful thing about America, dog. There is no incompatible place that people can't
Oh
come
my
from.
God. And okay, well, I mean, if that's...
Sandstorm. Right in my teeth.
I mean, we're the most diverse country on the planet, dude. Like, you can't argue with that. We're also arguably the most successful country on the planet, at least in terms of overall size of the economy, although...
I'm listening to, thank you, Stud. I was just about to do it. I paused it. So I listen to the streamer Destiny, often. I mean, probably more than any other streamer, to be honest. And it's not, I don't catch live broadcasts. I catch up whenever I can, usually in, like, the car, because I'm not going to crash and die having to look at his content, because it's all conversation-based. At least his YouTube videos, for the most part. And yeah, so he does, he gets people on his stream, and they agree usually to be recorded when he has these conversations. He's just a streamer, you know, talking about stuff with other YouTubers, streamers, personalities, like I said, all varying in different degrees and intelligence levels. And this one is him debating with JonTron. There's a couple after this that are, ooh, these are bandits. There's a couple after this that come basically just there's like 3 or 4 videos that are derived off of this debate. So this is a highly watched one. I have not seen, I can already understand why though, because it seems pretty charged. Like, I mean, I don't know a lot about JonTron at all, so I can't really speak anything past what I'm hearing right now, but it doesn't sound like he has thought a lot of these things through. He seems rather young. He said he was born in 1990, which only makes him a couple of years younger than me, but I don't know, like, education level. I don't know where he went to school, if it was diverse, like, why he feels white people are disenfranchised, because there are obviously lots of different reasons for someone to have that kind of stance where they feel like America needs to be white and they still consider themselves not racist. That's an interesting's an understatement for everything going on, but yes. So there's that. And that's what we're listening to because I want to, and I feel like I said, I don't get to share this with you guys that often. I say often. This is the first time I've ever done this on stream. I don't know if you guys are going to enjoy it. I don't have a lot of commentary on it, honestly, so we can maybe talk about it after the video's done, but honestly, I think you see most of my reactions as they stand. I do tend to agree with Destiny on a lot of things for different reasons, but I'm not 100% with everything he says. But if there's something I disagree with, you guys will know.
Can't be too prepared.
But yeah, so I'll just continue. This is a 2-hour conversation. We're 30 minutes in.
We are definitely the most influential.
You blame
country on the
MTV?
planet. I mean, when we are the most diverse country on the planet. Like, these are inarguable. Why are you laughing? Like, oh, well, are we really? Like, no, you're acting like we're like 99% majority whites, and now we've got like a little bit bogging us down. Like, that's absolutely not true. Like,
the country was something like 92% white in 1950. It's changed. Now it's about 60% non-Hispanic
These guys are beasts.
white.
I think I'm gonna kill him.
These are epic
No.
demographic changes. Unlike what, I don't know if it's ever been seen in history. Maybe in some invasion in the 1500s. But look, these people see themselves, I'm assuming, as Mexican. I don't know that they come here and the soil magically turns them into Thomas Jefferson's direct descendant. So why is it that white people, especially white Americans, resisting their own displacement is racist?
Because you're talking about displacement. I'm trying to figure out what the displacement is.
Yeah, I don't see white people
killing
being
white people. Nobody's
displaced.
moving white people out.
It's a soft displacement. Dude.
Soft?
And when they become the majority, they will vote in their own interest. They won't vote in white Americans' interest.
White Americans' interest?
Wait, what is a white American interest? Can you give me an example of like white American legislation? A white American...
My friend, there is a clear divide in the way that people think. White people tend towards the libertarian side of things, and at least the first generation Mexicans vote heavily in terms of government handouts.
If that was true, then why are red states the one that leech all of the federal money then? If red people believe
I don't know
Republicans,
that that's true.
It is true. It's absolutely
true. Well, if that fact is true, I need to look into it. I don't know about that.
Do you think that like a country like, do you think that a state like California is taking more federal aid than it's giving back in taxes? Red states absolutely leech money off of the federal budget, and blue states are typically the ones that contribute to it. And even within red states, blue cities are typically the ones contributing the vast majority of the budget and the money compared to the red rural areas. So I don't understand.
What state is it that leeches? Are you talking about?
What are leeches? Hi, mustache.
Southern
How's my
states,
week been
something
going?
like that?
Sure.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the weekend finally, right?
Alabama's the...
I did my last Patreon photo shoot for the month,
I mean, these
so
states have
that was
I
guess a stress reliever. It did not turn out as well as I wanted to, but
I mean, I don't want to get it.
I've had better days. I've had worse days.
Well, look at what you're saying. You're saying these states
I
have
don't know
high
what the average
non-white
is.
population.
Yeah,
Why do they vote
I
Republican?
believe
I thought you
they-
said these people have voted Democrat.
They do.
Okay, so they've got enough non-white people to vote. Could they vote Republican?
That are, I believe those states have a lot on welfare, but I don't know this for sure, so I don't want to. I don't really know about this one. I will defer this one to you. I don't know.
Okay, but you said earlier
Stop
that
talking,
most
man.
of the Republicans...
Just stop talking.
Or whatever. I don't know, it just seemed like a
No. We see a different voting pattern. At least look. Even if even if it doesn't have to do with race, even if it
Listen
doesn't
here,
have to do with
child.
national origin, even if it didn't have to.
I don't know if I'm going to be drinking it. You know what, Jay? I think tomorrow for Catterday, by the way, I'm doing Catterday.
So when you see that,
let me pause this real fast to do this quick little plug. I am going to do Catterday tomorrow, and because I haven't done it in a really long time, I have this animal print bikini. I don't have anything else in animal print, and I kind of really do want to do, like, I don't know, like a fierce kitty cat for Catterday tomorrow / today, later this evening. So I was thinking about maybe getting something sippable, not shotable. Maybe like a really, really, really expensive, nice whiskey. I don't ever drink whiskey, but when I went to Colorado, I don't know if I told you guys this, I don't drink whiskey, and I've always hated whiskey. All the whiskeys I've tried. Apparently I was trying the wrong ones, because I tried some really expensive, nice whiskey while I was in Colorado, and it kind of changed my life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was extremely enlightening, I guess is the best way of saying that. Like, it was good shit. And actually, let's see if I can try and find some of it. Let me get past all these mechs real fast, and we can do a quick little search. So it was I believe, I'm trying to remember if it was, I think it was an Irish whiskey. This person whose house we went over to try these whiskeys, he started collecting them, and he had them, and they're very expensive. Whoever this manufacturer is, like, did a really beautiful job packaging it and all that, but they did it off the Nordic gods. So, like, I tried Loki, Freya, and he didn't have Thor, I don't think, but I'm pretty sure they were Irish whiskeys. And they were, like I said, they were named after those gods. So let me just see if I can't check it out right now. I mean, yellow rabbits, right? I think I've been traveling quite a while. Let's see where my map is. Right? Well, we'll see later. Let's do some Googling. Let's Google our Googles. Go. Let's see. Google. Goggle. We goggled. I might try and see if there's a vendor nearby that sells that. It was really good. I mean, like, the Loki one was my favorite. It was, like, really complex. And he, like, showed us how to, like, drink. Because, like I said, my whiskey experiences were very limited and terrible. You don't, like, take shots of whiskey. That's not how you drink whiskey. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I'd like to kind of maybe develop that taste a little more, you know? Like, it was nice just to sip a whiskey, you know? But it was really also hard for me not to be like, oh my god, whiskey. Oh! Like, because I know my mouth, like, felt it. I think it was whiskey, hopefully. Valhalla Collection. Highland Park? Maybe? It is. It is. Welcome to 2005. Thanks. I was born in 1988 for everyone who cares. Okay. Now sold out online. Odin the Allfather has sold out. So I will share the link with you guys. You're gonna have to be 21 to be able to see it. Yeah, it was this. It was really fucking delicious. This is the Odin one specifically, but like I said, it was really, really good. Thanks, Dakota. I really appreciate that. That's super nice of you to say. Purple drank to match my tank. Yeah, but it's already like 1 o'clock here, so I'm not gonna be drinking tonight. And like I said, I had all the Patreon stuff I was trying to get knocked out, and it was, like I said, kind of semi-stressful. So I really don't like taking photos of myself, guys. Like, it is one of those things that, like, scotch. Yes, not whiskey. I lied to you guys completely. Scotch, not whiskey. I was saying whiskey this entire time, didn't I? Wow. Irish whiskey. So I stand by my statement. I don't like Irish whiskey. I'm an ignorant savage who doesn't know the difference. But that was really good. That scotch. It was really good. Scotch, scotch, scotch. In my belly. Okay. Yeah, it was really good though. Let's see. I'm rubbing my eye. Oh, that felt really good. But I took out like a whole bunch of makeup. I wonder if they show where the vendors are, like where they whatever you call it. I might have to go to my local website and see if they carry it. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna play this back.
Majority population who is discouraged from voting in their own interest. They're
Wait, what
discouraged.
does that mean? I'm trying to figure out what does it mean. What does it mean to vote against your own interests? What are white interests that get voted against?
I don't know what reality you're living in, man. I mean, when the news is telling you that a vote for Donald Trump is a racist vote, okay, and Donald Trump, all that he's saying is perhaps maybe we should keep America the way it was.
For people who are in here.
Well, first, that's because it's an incredibly stupid statement to make.
Scotch.
Most of what Donald Trump
says you.
Well, okay, when you say make America great again, what time period are you referring to that you would want to return America to?
This has always been a debate.
This is a really silly question. I mean,
but it's not.
You just said he wants to make America great again. He wants to go back to keeping America great. What time period are you talking about?
I said preserve. I didn't say go back.
Wait, preserve as it is now? Because I thought you said there weren't enough white people now. Or do you mean like just exactly right now?
You said that. I didn't say that.
You said that whites were becoming a minority. You said that it wasn't good.
They are becoming a minority. So listen, if the people can't integrate in and feel as if they are one people and truly, by the way,
we are
now
one.
This whole melting pot thing,
we stand.
That would require that they, become.
Yeah, Heavy. I really enjoyed it, man.
They don't form enclaves, because then you get balkanization. You don't get this utopia.
So I'd be totally willing to just sip some scotch tomorrow.
Yeah, but in the United States, it seems like we've done a pretty good job of
I think that would be like we could
together, no?
Yeah. Get cigars and sip some scotch, or I don't know.
But it's not perfect.
You prefer bourbon over scotch?
And I can eat 50 different
Obviously, I don't know the difference between whiskey, bourbon, and scotch. I do know that I liked that shit a lot. And I do know generally whiskey does kind of fuck me up. Like, not cute, like, tequila, let's take off our tops. No, it's like...
So you've got, innovation from California,
like
that has a lot of East Asian workers in the tech field working there that have shipped their parts over from China, who probably drive to work on cars built from parts that are shipped in from Mexico. Like, I mean, what do you mean it doesn't work? Like, where is the...
Where am I supposed to be going, though?
I'm trying to understand your worldview. Like, what are you watching that's showing that, like, America is falling apart and all these people are killing themselves and murdering white people and everything is going to shit? Like, what are you seeing that shows...
Where am I supposed to go to the bitter climb? Supposed to be climbing
I don't know that you... I feel like these are words you're putting in my mouth. I never said
I'm trying to understand.
There is an absolute disproportionate amount of crime committed to whites by non-whites. That's there's no arguing that. That's just FBI.
Yeah, and $75 a bottle is not that bad heavy. But when I tasted it, it was like those limited edition, like Odin, Loki.
The best way to do it would be to deport all of the poor people.
And
because poor whites commit a lot of crime
Freya.
too, disproportionately compared to wealthier whites.
That's just not true. But okay,
wait, hold on, wait. You don't think that?
Yeah,
you don't think that
it's not too expensive, but it's splurge, yes, heavy. That's in my price range. Yes, that's exactly what I think.
In relative to
not too expensive.
Whites,
sure. Okay, so do you think that poor blacks probably commit more crime?
I bought a bottle of chartreuse that I didn't know chartreuse was that expensive either. I don't think that was worth my money. I did not enjoy it, but I don't like absinthe either, so I don't know why I thought I was gonna like it.
Look it up. Give me a sec. I gotta get water.
Speaking of water sounds good. Did I already watch the Game of Thrones teaser? No, I reposted it and I didn't even watch it. I was so excited. Oh my god.
Extreme claims. I don't even know how to... Fuck.
And wear a smoking jacket.
It's true, man.
I've never heard that in my life, dude. I've never seen that ever posted. I'll have to look for it later.
You know I would. Don't challenge me.
I see an article written that says poor white kids are less likely to go to prison than rich black kids, but I'm pretty sure this is...
That's just some conjecture.
I mean, what you just said was conjecture.
That implies that the court system is somehow racist.
With the court system disproportionately, even when controlling for socioeconomic factors, sentences black people typically for harsher sentences compared to white people, even when you control for crimes. Yeah,
this is what makes me feel like this is.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. That they're going to sentence.
Yeah, girl, get it.
I don't subscribe to that.
Watchers on the other side.
I mean,
that's the whole court system is biased, is racist. That's the same thing. So let me ask you this. So on one end you're saying race doesn't matter. On the other end you're saying race does matter. So which is it? People like you can never say, because
what's behind you, April Fools?
Wait, hold on. I'm saying that it would be nice if race didn't matter.
What are these?
It's been essentially my entire argument.
Okay, but it would be nice if a lot of things were.
Okay, you're the one making the argument
that... That's why I have a fucking $1 billion.
You're the one making the argument that race is literally paramount, that it is the most important thing.
It's not the most important thing, but why is it so bad for... You're acting like white people would just want to, purge the lands or something. It's not true. Just why...
No, I'm not talking about... I'm just... Back to my question that I keep trying to get an answer. I just don't understand why it's so bad if white people become a minority.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Nobody wants to become a minority in their own country, man.
What? It's not a white country, though.
I'm an American, and everyone around me is an American. Why does it matter if they're white, brown, or black?
Well, that's not... I don't...
What's... Oh my god!
That's how...
Holy shit.
I don't know how to answer this.
Like, it blows my mind.
Why is it bad? Why is it bad on the flip side? Why is it bad if
absolutely. Well, do you have a good night, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Because you're talking about potential labor,
potential talent.
When you talk about keeping whites the majority, the only way that you're doing that is by what? Barring immigration from people that are brown? Is it? That's...
I don't... The tail whipped me and I died really fast.
Well, how else would you do it then?
I mean, so... Basically,
before
you're saying...
I think we all arrived at that conclusion very long time ago.
you think the end game is that whites should become a minority.
No,
this isn't even a fair conversation, and it's
keep letting people immigrate. I mean,
it's just I'm wondering how dank it's gonna get though, like because it's pretty bad right now.
Ideology of non-stop immigration from, say, the third world. What if Americans of any color, by the way, not just white? I should specify, it's not just white people that feel this way. You think a Mexican who comes from Mexico probably wants to move to
That's what a
America,
Mexican is.
not move back to Mexico. You understand?
Sure.
So, it's in literally everyone's best interest. That's what I'm trying to
Smokers in the
say.
open.
Wait, I don't understand that.
Watchers on-
How far am I running?
What do you mean a person from Mexico wants
How
to...
far
What I'm
are
saying
you
is, let's
running?
just
The
say,
main mission.
we
This is where I need to go.
admit a Mexican
Main mission. I
immigrant
think
to
I'm
the
about
country.
like what 30% or
Now,
something
does that
like this.
Mexican
Mountain the
immigrant,
Fell.
he's
If you
probably
can look
leaving
that up.
Mexico because
I know the
he-
stats don't
he
really
wants to
tell
move to
you. They
America,
tell you how far
which
you
is,
are, but not
in his
really
eyes,
how far you
probably a
are.
better
You know.
country, let's admit.
It says 37, but my main quest I've done.
Swaths
that
of
19?
illegal
19
immigrants
main
pour
quests?
across the border. We can't do anything about it under pain of being called racists. When that Mexican immigrant steps into America and sees that nothing's changed because the Mexicans have brought their Mexican culture with them, he says, "What the heck? What did I spend 3 years trying to get, my citizenship for this?" Or whatever the hell it was.
So is the argument that Mexicans immigrating to the United States are going to turn it into Mexico?
Yeah, pretty good.
If they were happy with Mexico, why would they come to the United States?
And make it Mexico.
Because the better handouts. A lot of them are on welfare, you understand.
What?
Have you ever in your entire life drove through a neighborhood where there are construction crews working or where you see people outside working? If you were to talk to anyone...
Oh my god, they can go visible?
You wouldn't hear the argument passed around that Mexicans are lazy and on welfare. They do some of the toughest jobs available in this country.
Dude, you're just virtue signaling. Man, I get
How
it.
am I
Not all
virtue
Mexicans-
signaling? What are you talking
The
about?
fuck is
Not
virtue
all
signaling?
Mexicans are going to go on welfare. I understand that, but a lot of them are going to commit crimes. This El Salvadorian is going to create the MS-13 gangs. What about these guys? Huh? You just want to let these guys walk over the border?
Sure, and white people can do it too. That's why you have law enforcement. That's why you
They
have...
sure do. But they're
Oh my god, these kitties are scary. These are not pretty kitties.
True. Immigration isn't even a predictor of crime in the United States. Things like level of education,
Two of them on me.
single-parent household, your socioeconomic position. These are all much greater indicators of crime than whether or not you're innocent.
One shot.
Like, why not work on these
One
things
shot.
rather than say, well, no immigration because some of them are criminals? Like, that just seems silly. Why would you hurt your entire country doing that?
Oh my god.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, better
is-
handouts. He means high fives.
Your
Cool whip.
argument is, by the way, a lot of these people come to
Sorry.
make money, send it back, and then go
Hi,
back.
Pete World.
That's just true. So,
Yo, you have a good night,
long-term
man.
investment in this country.
Yeah, I
even
still
though,
need to add you,
apparently
dude. We need to
we
like.
think of ourselves.
Have you
as
figured that out
the
yet?
Amazing first world United States, but a lot of them.
How am I setting the
do have
traps?
The interest is to come here for
It's really
what money they
easy.
can make
I'll
or
show you.
get
Hold on
and
when we
then
get
keep
up there,
it.
because
But that aside,
there's no save point past this. I just have to keep making this climb. Hi, Neela.
shit. What was the last thing you said?
I don't understand if you just want to, like, block off all Mexicans from coming to the United States, or...
No. What I'm saying is the argument here is
I'll
that
show
we
you.
need an influx of immigrants because if we don't,
Jay, were you the one that had the hard time last time in stream? I wasn't even playing this and you asked.
That's not true.
I think so.
They just get pushed out.
Or you're not the
because
first person to ask, if that makes you feel any better.
They flood the job market and they're willing to work for less because it's a higher standard compared to where they came from, and they lower the.
Okay, hold on.
the-
Do you consider yourself a
Stalkers in the
libertarian? Do
open.
you believe in the free market and all of that?
Watchers on the other side.
I wouldn't consider myself a libertarian, but I think some of their ideas are good.
Oh my
Like,
god,
which
this
ideas?
guy.
Do you think that, like, free market and all of that is a good thing?
Of
Okay.
course, but I don't think.
So you select your blast wire, right?
Okay. So
Okay.
then why are you so opposed
So I have my
to
blast
expanding
wire.
the supply of labor
I aim,
in the United States? I don't
Aim,
understand.
left trigger.
You're talking
Well, yeah,
about
you
bringing
want-
in workers to
Shoot.
the United States to help grow the overall economy.
I have the trigger
I
still
don't understand how
now.
this is a bad
Shoot.
thing, like from an economic point of view. Is that the argument
Right?
you're making?
I'm saying
So you
that
don't ever
when you
take your
bring in
hand off the
a bunch
trigger.
of workers who are willing to work for less, you're going to lower the standards of the living standards of the entire
Not
country.
mean.
And this
But that's
argument
not how
that
living standards work. If you bring in
Excuse me?
people that are willing to work for less, Okay, that means that the supply of the cost that goes into making the product is dropped as well. The cost of goods or whatever. So you can also sell products for cheaper as well. It's probably get cheap shit from China and Mexico and whatnot. If you brought in a bunch of cheap immigrant labor to create some product, then the cost of that product will get cheaper. No, doesn't that help increase the standards of living as well?
Yeah, you can sell out your society for a quick buck if that's what you're saying.
Hi,
yeah,
Pixel, how you doing, man?
It's not so. Do you want to buy an iPhone for $3,000?
Look,
I think Big World already got off, but I do still need to add him, so...
Obviously.
So you think lowering the standard of living for everybody is the answer to our problems? You should make everything more expensive again?
No, I don't think... It's not that. It's just that... I
fucking cats have me hella nervous. Look at all these fucking traps, dude. I'm gonna kill myself just with these traps.
Continuity. These are
legitimate. Yes,
legitimate...
we have that. We're American. That's our continuity. That's our culture. It has nothing to do with being majority white.
You can say that, but...
Well, what?
These days, the Confederate flag has been banned. They're burning American flags in the streets. I don't know. It's a changing
mass chaos.
And I do think that, immigration policies that haven't been the smartest are partly to blame for that.
What the
I guess
fuck?
I just don't understand how you think that being white is such an important part of being an American when you're
I know,
Hungarian.
they're not even fully fucking white.
Then why are you so worried about whites not being a minority in the United States or whatever?
It's a principle. Why is it bad that they remain a minority?
Because I've already said why. Because you're talking about restricting immigration from a ton of different areas in order to.
Why not? Why do we have to take immigration from all these areas?
Because it helps grow the size of the economy and it brings talent in from other areas to continue to benefit the entire country.
It benefits the global elites. That's the only people it benefits. It doesn't benefit.
You make millions of dollars making YouTube videos. You don't count as a global elite. What are you talking? Are you like the working man now? the average middle lower class citizen has benefited more from globalization than any other person. Poor people have cell phones with amazing technology in them because they're manufactured in China. Everybody in the United States can afford a car because we get cheap manufacturing from Mexico. What do you mean the global elites are causing immigration? That's your defense?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, dude. They missile shot me and then they run away. These little fuckers. You see them?
Generalizations. I understand that I'm putting.
We can argue specifics about anything if you want. I mean, I know all the specifics.
They're stealth,
that's not. What I'm saying is, of course, there's going to be some real standout difference from these places. I'm just talking about the principle of not being displaced.
But you still haven't explained to me that principle. Why is it so bad that white people become the minority? I don't understand the principle. Why is it so bad?
Listen.
I don't think I over-snipered or over...
work in reality.
What does that mean?
What it means is that people are tribal. If you look at Yugoslavia, that's a nation was a nation of all white people, and it balkanized, and it broke up in a horrific war of sorts into, Croatia?
I'm not talking about the Balkans.
I'm talking about the
United States of America. Go to Las Vegas. Go to any place with a ton of people, a big city. You'll find people of different races, of different religions, working together, coexisting together perfectly peacefully. You're acting like this never happened. It's inevitable that some massive civil war will always break out. It seems like the only way it would happen is if everybody believed what you believe, and that you have to keep majority white status, otherwise, shit is gonna go to hell. I don't understand.
Listen. Even though the mantra.
Listen here.
I mean, you're just arguing based off the old paradigm, which is that if
I'm arguing based on historical data.
Don't think you're
the old paradigm.
You're arguing off data. You're just saying the things you're saying.
Wait, what have I said that you think is wrong? Factually.
These stalkers are so fucking hard, dude.
Is causing riots.
I'm not talking about Europe. I'm talking about the United States.
God, this is so hard to listen to now.
Because Europeans are the ones.
It's not even fair.
Who founded this country, and they came from Europe, and Europe is having similar problems. So when you look at the parallels, you can understand.
That's his corollary.
I don't even know what you mean by
Europeans colonized America.
I'm just curious what
we're all European.
You think is factually incorrect.
You're just deflecting.
I haven't deflected anything. You're the one that's hopping from topic to topic.
Every time I bring up Europe, you say I'm not talking about Europe. But
because the things that you're saying about Europe are really misinformed, and I don't want to jump into a massive discussion on individual. You can't even group these countries together. The problems that Germany is facing is going to be much different than the problems Sweden is facing. The problems in Sweden are going to be way different than the problems in the United Kingdom, who's part of the EU, who had different agreements than these other countries part of it.
It's interesting. You're right. They would be facing different problems, it would seem, but they're all facing a very similar problem, which leads us to believe maybe there's a pattern here. That's what I'm saying.
What's the pattern?
The pattern is that when you have mass immigration from countries that don't value liberalism,
trust anything over here.
And don't value equality between the sexes in the same way that Western countries do, for
It'd be
whatever
really neat if
reason,
there was a fire around here.
They will
wouldn't you
affect
say?
the overall culture,
Jesus.
and that's what's happening right now in the West. And how many terrorist
If
attacks
that
are
was
there in
happening in the
Japan?
West, then why
I know,
do
Cool
have-
Whip.
why-
We all
why
know
do we have
this.
more
JonTron
rights
forgot
for different
that.
types of
I don't
minority
know,
groups than have
man.
ever existed in all of human history.
American
across
is
the
to
West?
be a white
You just
person to
proved my
him, so
point.
you're
Because
you,
the Western
getting past
countries
that, I
have
guess. I don't know.
incredibly liberal values and do not
Yes,
value
and they've held
discrimination.
on to those liberal values even though all these brown people are moving in. Even
And
though
who
we're
do
getting
you think is going to uphold those values?
Oh
the
yeah,
people that
Ben, you have a good
immigrate
one.
here that are
Prosperous
raised here, they
session.
have the same values that we do. Do you think that every Mexican in the
believe
United
the
States?
same?
It seems
they
so
believe
because
the
they're not
same?
all vote. I don't see Mexicans outside protesting abortions. That seems to be a white Christian thing. I don't see Mexicans outside, fucking protesting against gay rights. That seems to be a white Christian thing. Where are all of these Mexican groups protesting against civil rights and whatnot? I don't see this happening.
Oh God.
Now,
Come on.
there
Up,
are a
up,
small
up,
minority
up, up.
of Christians who might
Get it,
do
girl.
that, but we're
Get it.
talking.
I think they're guarding
And
If
first
you
of all,
talk about anti-abortion rights in the United States, you think it is a minority of Christians? Where do you think the majority of these people come from?
Oh shit, dude.
Muslims, for instance.
You think that Muslims are the main opposition to pro-choice women's rights or whatever in the United States?
No, not in the United States, because there aren't that many of them here, but there are a ton in Europe, which is the crisis that they're facing now. And these
I'm
people
not
don't
talking
have
about
to
Europe, I'm
worry
talking
about
about the
Fire,
United
fire,
States.
fire.
it. But Europe and the United States are interconnected in the same thing.
But they're not. They're very, very, very different places. They
Very.
have very different problems. Extremely
Thank
different. Yes.
God.
Wow, very different.
You
How
know
are they
that in
different?
Europe, you know that if you go to Europe, there's no such thing as white people, right? You know nobody says that, right?
I understand that Europeans
But white
see
people-
each other as different groups
Oh,
of
sorry.
Europeans, but
Sorry,
at the end
Captain,
of
that's the
day,
wrong one.
They understand each other
Wrong
as
link,
Europeans. And they
You think
know
that like
what those
even people who live in the United Kingdom don't all see themselves as being like
I'm aware that Europeans see each other differently, and it's an American thing to brand all Europeans white. I understand that, but that just proves the tribalism thing. It's real.
But
We
it's
don't have-
not. It's obviously not, because if you go to the United States,
We should make
all the white
racism
people do
about
see themselves as
dinosaurs.
similar.
That's-
So obviously the tribalism is they've gotten over that part there.
First of all,
Also, no European at the end of the day. Do you ever see yourself as a North American? Do you think Americans ever, at the end of the day, like, oh, I feel like a North American at the end of the day? Like, I'm the same as a Canadian and a Mexican.
I do believe that we are different from
I
Mexico.
feel like
but
a
very
North
similar to Canada.
American.
And
I'm gonna start saying
because
that.
We're whiter?
No, because our countries derive from the same culture and had the same similar founding stock, at least. But I will say, that's a big reason why all these. By the way, Europe and America, it's not different. Even though you say it's different, it's not.
What do you think is similar? It's totally different.
I'm gonna die here. I'm so dead.
The United States is a massive country
God damn
that
it.
has a massive border.
Holy shit.
Way different than, say, the United
Holy
Kingdom.
fuck.
Who wasn't even having serious immigration issues, whose entire economy in place in the EU makes them a very special country, which is much different than the country of Germany, which has had a massive budget surplus year after year after year, even after.
I can't. I don't think I can anymore. Guys. I don't think I can. Sargon, at least, is a lot more, like, John, like I said, I'm gonna go back to, I don't watch anyone else's content. I can only speak from this particular video. It was really hard to watch. I'm gonna close out this video. We're gonna watch something else. But yes, that was really a lot to take in. JonTron just isn't informed. Like, I don't think he was, one, ready or prepared. Not that it seems like Destiny was throwing a shit ton of facts at him. I've seen Destiny when he's prepared for conversations, and I kind of feel like even Destiny was kind of talking off the cuff and not really. He could have destroyed, and I don't think he doesn't do these things to like belittle people. I really think he does argue in good faith, but JonTron's not helping, and I don't think he helped JonTron necessarily get out of these holes he kept digging about racism, and it came off super racist is what it came off as. I'm not saying JonTron's a racist, so don't misquote me, but the things he's saying are ill thought out, and yes, there's that. Yeah. So this is, yeah, so I listen to this shit all the time, so I'm sorry if you guys don't like it, but I'm not sorry. I like that I can kind of share it with you. Like I said, I don't have a lot of, like I have a lot of feelings about it, but, yeah. We're gonna change it to the debate of him and Sargon, which followed this one, I think, or it preceded. I don't remember. Let me see. When was this one? March 13th. And then this one is on December 2nd, 16. So this one's way older.
Hello.
Oh, okay. You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it okay if we have cameras off for this, or do you need camera on, or?
Honestly, that's fine. That's more than acceptable for me.
Gotcha.
I'll give you guys the link in a second.
All right. I'll turn down this. All right. Well, how's it going? How you doing? The man, the myth, the legend.
That's the same I've heard from you about you, actually. Yeah, I'm really good, man.
What's up, Lil Buzz? How you doing, man?
Great.
Yeah, what have you been playing recently?
A little
Hi,
bit of Final
Fever!
Fantasy 15,
No, I'm not
and then some
stopping.
game called
I'm
Faster Than Light.
stopping that debate. I just
What's
can't.
wrong with
It's
Final
not going
Fantasy 15?
anywhere.
I've heard lots, and it's not been that great.
You know?
Well, for me personally, I think the reason why it's fucked is because there's a lack of diversity in the main cast. It's 4 men, dude. No women, no ethnic
Are you
variation.
serious?
I'm only half joking. I don't know. I actually haven't played that far into it. I mean, it's got really large shoes to fill. Yeah, I don't know. The Square Enix is, I think a lot of people have viewed it as kind of going downhill since for a long time. Do you play like a lot of video games, or?
I do. I've been a big gamer for a long time now.
Oh, okay. I didn't actually know.
I'm a PC Master Race, unfortunately, for the console plebs. So I tend to play strategy games like a giant nerd.
Gotcha. Did you grow up playing any console games?
Yeah, I got Mega Drive.
Oh, holy shit. Wait, how old are you again?
37.
Oh, damn. Okay. So that's even before my time. Well, I guess growing up, the
Dude.
console RPGs were kind of a whole different world than what exists now. So I think,
Yeah.
it seems like we're constantly trying to recapture that old RPG kind of thing, but now everything is moved towards like open world, which has its whole own set of problems and whatnot. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, once I get farther into Final Fantasy, I'll know why people are hitting it or not hitting it. I got a lot of good reviews from like the gaming websites, but those are pretty much worthless. So I don't know.
Yeah,
We're talking about Final Fantasy. But
yeah, you know, I've actually been playing Ark a lot recently. I actually enjoyed it so much I went and got my own server because it really spoke to my inner 10-year-old.
Ark is the that's kind of like one of the big survival games, like Rust or kind of. Is that the one with the dinosaurs?
It is the one with the dinosaurs.
Gotcha. A lot of people wanted me to play it, but I never got around to it.
Oh, it's brilliant. I love it. But it's a total time sink.
Yeah.
You will spend all day doing it.
For sure.
Oh man, my 10-year-old is like
Shit.
that. So I can. It's basically like Lego with dinosaurs. Okay.
oh my god, I'm gonna get destroyed.
What am I not loving?
I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run.
I played that.
The non-British one is Destiny. The non-English one.
Well, okay,
Sargon's the English guy.
I'll just put it live and give you a quick introduction. Although I don't really know how to introduce you. How would you like to introduce you?
I guess you could just say Destiny Pro Streamer on Twitch TV or whatever. It's all fine. What's the link to your thing, and then I'll link it to my people.
He is, but I just laugh at someone refer to themselves.
Yeah.
I'm overly humble. Oh, fuck my life. I'm dead. I'm dead, dude. These birds are swooping in to snatch me off the ledge.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, dear God.
So what happened with you? Are you actually shadow banned on Twitter?
Without a doubt.
So for what? Did they ever tell you why?
I'm dead.
No, I do not have any correspondence.
What?
Presumably wrong think, or it may have involved gay porn.
Okay. Are you not?
Yeah, okay,
are you?
I'm
That's something I've never known. Are you allowed to tweet not safe
Oh
for
my
work
god,
content
my
on
rants are
Twitter or
terrible,
not?
David. I try and forget that I
Yeah,
have them,
exactly, yeah.
honestly.
So what's the problem? I couldn't see the problem. The thing is, right, basically, the alt-right don't like me. They've never liked me. And they never will like me. And I'm just kind of sick of them calling me racist names. And so I was just like, okay, well, what bothers them the most? So I sent them loads and loads of hardcore images of little white dudes getting banged by like dozens of giant black dudes. And the bottom from really did get pissed off about it.
Gotcha. It feels like with a lot of the social media sites, it's pretty
Fuck,
much
you saw me.
anything goes until you start getting reported for it. But I wonder if it's that, if it's just you got unlucky and
Well, I don't even know. I really don't think Twitter should have a problem with
Oh my god.
That also counts.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm guessing the way that they
Holy
probably
shit.
did the reports was that they phrased it as targeted harassment rather than just posting point. If you were posting point, like adding people or whatever, like before you
Holy shit!
Well, yeah, but they were basically
No!
accounts.
Oh yeah, sure. But that's the beauty of being a fucking online celebrity, dog, right? That's what we get to deal with. And
They start off so friendly, but I've seen a second, like a more recent conversation
and then
between
you
the
have
two
all
of
the
them.
accountability while they fade into
They do not
non-existence,
agree.
and you reap all the punishments for it. It's a beautiful system, right?
You're right. It's devilish. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Okay. So yeah. Do you want me to call you Destiny in the stream or?
You can call me Steven. Is probably good. Do you have like a
fuck up these
Lord of
birds
the Rings
first.
name or?
I do. Do I need one?
Or I can call you Sargon or whatever you.
No, my name's Carl. It's fine.
Kyle. All right. Okay. Sure.
Right. Okay. I'll put a flag.
Fucking bird.
That makes you feel better. I got banned on Twitter for threatening to bomb the offices of my ISP. That makes sense.
Listen, if you're going to bomb an ISP, I'm down with that. Mine is the worst. If for any reason I happen to just leave, it's because my internet's cut out. So
Gotcha.
I'm not expecting it.
Oh, fuck.
But honestly, it's almost
this
every day now that I get like outages of like 15-20 minutes. And so, yeah, I don't even get me started. If I disappear, it's not because I wanted to.
Where do you live?
Oh, sunny old England.
Okay, gotcha.
I'll put one.
Fuck this shit. I'm
Wait,
so
I'm sorry.
utterly
Is it Carl or Kyle?
cow.
It's Carl, and we're live.
Wait, hold on. Oh, sorry, go ahead. Was it Carl or Kyle?
It's Carl. Hi everyone, I'm talking to Steve, who is also known as Destiny. He's a Twitch streamer, and he's here talking about how he's a disgusting, wrong-thinking SJW.
Yeah, pretty much.
SJW stands for Social Justice Warrior for people who don't know.
I started in StarCraft and then League, and I kind of do variety gaming. I'm on Twitch. I don't consider myself an SJW, but compared to the gaming community, I guess I'm pretty left-leaning.
You're obviously not an SJW. The fact that you're willing to come and talk and haven't just called me a racist because of racism is that.
Well, I mean, you haven't said it out yet. You might be a racist. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
That's true. I mean, you know, I guess I could. So,
Oh my god.
Okay, let's talk. Let's
How
talk
am I
diversity,
leg right now?
Because I think you're in the camp of you're pro diversity, pro multiculturalism. Are you pro political correctness or?
Man, I mean, it really. The problem with all of these terms is that they get. It's like so hard to understand what we're talking about, I guess. So, like, if we go through and deconstruct
I'm
it one at
fucking
a time, like,
dead, dude.
if you talk
I don't
about
know how I did die sooner.
pro-diversity, like, I am very much
Oh
pro-diversity
my
in that I
God.
would like to see, like, people from different backgrounds and whatnot achieve
Oh my
success.
God.
I'm only going to talk about the United States because I can't speak to your politics in
that's
particular,
fine.
but, like, at least in the United
The
States,
hardpoint
like,
arrows
I'm
kill the machines
pro-diversity
faster.
and
I thought I had
pro-multiculturalism,
them.
that I like the idea of a lot of people
No,
from
I'm
different
using just a
backgrounds
different
who,
bow.
look different,
I don't
come from
have
different
hard.
cultures,
I don't have hard
ideas,
point
you know, achieving
arrows
something in
though. Like I
society,
can't craft
relatively
them.
equal terms. I don't know if I'm necessarily pro-diversity and that we need to exterminate every cisgendered white male and remove them from society.
You know?
And, put them into the breeding factories and only bring them out, when they need
See?
to produce. Same thing with the last thing. Oh, like political
Oh,
correctness.
'cause my quiver's
It's very
full?
strange to talk about political correctness because I don't
Hunter
always
bow
know what
quiver's
that
full.
means.
Can I
Sometimes.
expand my quiver?
For instance, if you're having a discussion with somebody, for instance, so like you can make a factual claim.
No.
Islamic people commit most of the acts
Weapon
of terror around the world.
satchel.
That's a
don't think
factual
I can
claim. I'm pretty sure.
increase
Pretty sure. That's like, I'm
my
99% sure that's a factual claim, right?
No, you're.
I don't
you're
think that.
absolutely right. It is true.
I don't think that
As far
it's.
as I get.
I don't think that there's a problem with that statement. So if somebody's like, "Oh, what, dude? Like, you shouldn't say
Yeah.
that about Islamic people." It's like,
I'm terrible about advice.
I mean, if you're talking about PC there, I think that's pretty stupid. But one of the things that I read.
But yeah,
into,
I've
I
never
talked to
even
lot of
made a hard
people,
point
I call them
arrows.
the
It's not even
Trumpists,
that
the
I'm
hardcore Trump
ignoring. I
supporters,
just.
is that a guy will get on to. Am I allowed to use extreme language here, or?
Of course you are.
Okay, so if I get on with a guy and he starts talking about how like we need to deal with all these niggers in the United States and these sticks are destroying the United States, I'm like, dude, holy shit, like chill out, like these are humans, these are people, like there are other things going on here, they're not abhorrently horrible people, and they're like, oh, so you're just trying to PC me, you're just trying to PC limit what I'm trying to say, right? It's like, well, hold on. So I always get really nervous when people throw around the term political correct. Like if you look at somebody like Trump, I don't consider Trump somebody that is a champion against political correctness. I just consider him to be almost blatantly like bigoted or racist. And like this is the kind of person that I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing
I
it
just
toned
don't-
down a little bit. With
Now I'm gonna have to defend Trump, aren't I?
be careful.
Okay.
God, I'm gonna
How is it that you
run.
think
I'm gonna
Trump's
run.
I'd like to hear your rationale for that, because I've watched a lot of Trump's speeches, a lot of his campaign. I was following it all, and he didn't seem to be an overt racist to me.
Sure, I guess so. The two
Overt?
big examples
Yeah,
that I always
I
go back
guess.
to, I guess one might be debatable, but the other one looks pretty bad. The first one that I would say is, I think that this is going to sound cuckish, I guess, but the way that you phrase things, I think is really important. So a black guy comes into my house, and I say, like, hey, I don't want you in here because you might steal some shit because you're black. That's
Oh my God! Come on!
Even if they had a history of thievery, it's pretty racist.
I mean, that's literally a technically racist
Sure.
statement.
So if he comes into my house and I go like, hey dude, no offense, but like, I know you stole shit in the past. I'm either keeping my eye on you or I don't want you here. I don't think that's racist, right? So in looking at Trump, if Trump were to make statements like, illegal immigration is a serious problem with the
Come
United
on.
States, the border to the south is far too porous, and we have trouble with illegal immigrants coming into this
Come on.
country and ruining
Up.
job markets or
Up, girl.
causing
Up, girl.
whatever. Those
Up,
are fine
girl.
statements. When you
Up,
make
girl.
statements like, Mexico has such success with sending rapists, thieves, and murderers, and some of them are good people, I imagine.
Bitches get stitches.
Like those kinds of statements, like make you wonder, like what kind of a person says something like that, you know? Like they're like I could think of like 20 different ways off the top of my head that you could phrase that in a way that doesn't offend the fuck out of so many people and gives kind of this hint that
Hold
maybe
up.
there's something deeper going on.
Let's try and get some of
See,
this
my
hard pointed
problem with
arrow.
that statement is the implication that Mexico is sending these people. That's actually my problem with the statement. I mean, there are people.
Oh, I
who
do
get
have hard
offended
point
by it,
arrows
but
already equipped, don't I?
Imagine if we were to do up the statistics, then
Yeah, was I not? Oh, I thought I was using hard point arrows. Where is he?
It's probably the case with any illegal immigrant.
Oh fuck.
I mean, the numbers themselves are hard to find. There's already debates on how many illegal immigrants are actually in the United
Boss,
States.
dude, it's totally boss.
Commonly accepted figure.
I haven't heard of nothing, but yeah, it's going to be in double digits.
Yeah. It's pretty
Oh,
big.
death.
I guess it's just that I guess it's just the phrasing of that. Like the only thing you can go by with somebody, especially politicians, what they say, right? Or rather, with somebody like Trump, because he doesn't have political actions, right? Is what they say.
Can we even go by what Trump says, though?
Yeah, sure. Well, there's that.
One another.
So there's that, which I disagree with it, but I understand that you
Jesus.
could try to defend those comments. The thing that I think really hurt Trump the most, at least in my eyes and the eyes of a lot of other people, are the comments that he made about the judge. This was another scenario where Trump could have very easily said, and I even looked into the judge, and this is legitimate. The judge has ties to La Raza? I don't remember what it was called. Some organization that was very pro-Mexico, had a lot of Mexican heritage. These are ties that would make me question, like, could this judge deliver an impartial ruling? I'm not
Holy
actually sure.
fuck,
It
Ted.
should be.
What the
it
fuck
should be
is
brought
this?
into question, the partiality of a judge or whatever. And that's totally legitimate, totally valid. But when he gets on, I think it was NBC, and starts talking about how, like, this guy's Mexican, and I'm putting up a wall, I don't know if we can make a ruling, and then further goes on to say that probably no Mexican or Islamic person could give any ruling on any case ever. Well, damn, dude, like, this guy, like, that judge could have ran for president. Both of his parents were citizens, like...
Hang on. I'm not sure that's a fair characterization of what Trump is saying there. Because he's not saying that the guy is incapable of being an impartial judge because he's Mexican. He's saying that he's incapable, he thinks he's incapable of being an impartial judge towards Trump because he's Mexican. Because the mainstream media narrative, whether it's true or not, let's just assume that Trump is a giant racist against Mexicans. You can't really expect someone who, like I said, has ties to things like La Raza, who is
Oh my
very
God.
prominent about the Mexican heritage, to then...
My ovaries.
Or at least he doesn't say this, but there is a natural tendency to be at least vaguely suspicious of someone who might be inclined to show a bias based on what they're dealing with, not just because they're Mexican.
Yeah, I can kind of understand that, but like this, I feel like you have a legitimate slippery slope emerging here, where you get a guy that goes to court, you get an unfavorable ruling, and the guy's like, well, listen, like, I'm a very pro-Trump person,
Oh,
I have
dear
signs
Jesus.
up in my yard, I post on social media about this. I don't know if this judge knows that I'm pro-Trump, and the fact that this guy has Mexican parents, maybe he gave me a bad right? You see, so like, we end up in this weird area where, like, is it really fair to call into question
God, I'm
a
dead.
person's loyalty to the United States when they're loyal enough that the drafters of the Constitution said he could run for president, right? This judge could run for president, right? So
Sure.
he's obviously, the founding fathers thought that he would have loyalty enough to his country.
But I don't think he's questioning the loyalty to the United States, though. I think.
Well, but I mean, kind of. He's a federal judge. Your loyalty to the process of due process, right? Of law and order.
Where is he? Oh!
States.
Yeah, but I don't think that a person exhibiting bias in their work is necessarily disloyal.
It's not a glint
I
hawk,
think it's more
though.
about
Is
human
it?
faith.
It's like, it's bigger than a glint
Well,
hawk,
kind
though,
of. But
elitist.
imagine this guy would be president of the United States and had to make questionable
Oh my
calls about our
God.
relationship to Mexico, right? Would you call into question his allegiance then to the United States because he's got Mexican parents?
Oh my god.
Well, no, but it's not the same situation.
Well, but it kind of is, right? You're saying that a person's ability to make impartial rulings about something is compromised because of their parents, right?
No, I'm not.
I want to kill it. I want to kill it bad.
Either. But I think it's a legitimate question to say that, look, you've got a guy who's being demonized as an anti-Mexican candidate. And not unfair. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's not that Trump hasn't been inflammatory, and it's not like it's you would exactly expect the media to sort of craft the sort of narrative around Trump that has come out because of what Trump says. And honestly, I think most of what Trump says is just idiotic and not thought through. But it's not an unfair point to say that, look, this guy might actually have a prejudice against me just because of what the media says about me or because of things I've said.
Why do I keep losing him?
For that judge to have a prejudice against Trump. I mean, Christ. It would probably be quite difficult not to. But that doesn't mean that Trump's saying, well, you know, that means that he might well hold this prejudice against me if he's not going to give me an unbiased verdict. That's not an illegitimate thing to say. It's not specifically racist either, is it?
I mean, I don't know if I agree with that, like, because he's literally saying that the judge is incapable of making an impartial ruling because of the race of his parents.
Yeah, but he's not, though. Because what you're implying there is that it's the fact that he's Mexican that prevents him from delivering an impartial ruling.
Oh my god, of course. Of course.
It's the fact that he's delivering a ruling.
I'm using hard point arrows right now,
who is perceived to be,
it doesn't even matter.
You know, in a very combative way, anti-Mexican, and therefore people who are pro-Mexican, it's very easy to fall into that kind of dichotomy where you find yourself obviously opposing someone just because they have a different set of opinions and things you take the media on. Trump isn't saying the guy can't do it because he's Mexican. That would be the racist statement. If Trump's saying the guy has a personal...
Dude, I'm taking that one. I'm taking that one on the chin because I already took so much health off.
That's why he can't do it.
Well, but then what about, couldn't you argue that any judge with a liberal background then would fall under the same things? Like,
this one's not as interesting to me because, I mean, Trump was elected, so it just doesn't even matter, honestly. I mean, let's see. My right eye hurts. I don't know why.
Guessing that I'm almost there.
Many autistic challenges. Oh, I can't look up that high. So you know he's gonna try and drop out on me. What?
Justin gives us enough reasons in his own video to never date a feminist.
This is the video I'm watching now.
Shall we?
Step 1, don't be a bigot.
And that's fucking step 1. We are less than a minute in, and this grinning monstrosity with a face firmly planted in Uncanny Valley next to a bearded tranny and a Japanese sex doll is accused.
This is hard because I mean, like, I just keep getting one-shotted, you know?
He thinks this video
When am I gonna play tomorrow for multiplayer Mayhem? I'm not sure. So my schedule starts next Monday, but I do think I'm gonna play a multiplayer game, and we're gonna do a Saturday stream, and it's gonna be a YouTube-only
Are we
stream.
gonna get anything of substance out of here, or are we making
We'll see.
a big mistake?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna
We're
play.
giving him free publicity. All right, I'll pull you guys. You guys can tell me. Oh my god. Oh shit, boys! I got a message from. I just saw a message from a blind site from my Freakshow my last function. I thought I was just. Oh shit! I was about to release it. He said, "Thank you for your diligence."
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, no, I've done this before. I made this
Prepare your anus.
this book for myself, but I did it so I could pretend to not be myself and troll all the best words. I actually went on to Colossus Crazy because I wasn't banned, but I was server muted for.
This guy sounds like a
The
gem.
one that got me was
No.
They started
No.
catching on, so they knew who I was. And like, I'm gay and I have a black boyfriend, so
Damn.
I'm not racist. I have a terrible offensive sense of humor. But what he said is, "Hey, aren't you that white nationalist monkey?" And I was like, "Why would a monkey be a white nationalist?" And that's what got me. But yeah, no, this is me. This is my Discord. Nice talking to you. I've seen you around.
I've seen you around.
Not like a bit of your stuff because it's just too long for me. But I generally know of your character. Well, I mean, there's really two things. It doesn't necessarily deal with JonTron's actual argument about white displacement, because that's like an argument that I'm not really interested in. It doesn't necessarily interest me. What actually interests me are the two arguments that you made offhand. The one involving the economic argument for migration, and the support for Black Lives Matter. The specific clip that you put out there, which I found
he's gonna try and
so those
snatch
are
me out.
two that I kind of have something to say about. If you wanted to talk more generally about it, then you could. But I mean, it's just, you know, those are the ones that I have.
This motherfucker right here.
So I want to say, are you live right now, or is that? I didn't know.
No! Just his wing though. Shit, man. I'm playing on very hard. Yeah, and it is very hard right now.
Yeah. All right. So
Which cat?
What I had the problem with
I don't know, the wild
was,
one.
You were arguing for mass migration using.
I don't think I
the-
was arguing for mass migration. I think I was just trying to argue
Dude.
against the idea that we need to
Guessing that I'm
Where'd it
almost
go?
there.
Okay, I'm gonna just try and run to the point. We'll see how this goes.
Arguing for economic migration.
I don't think it's
saying
gonna
that
go.
any increase in the GDP is a net benefit to the economy, and you saying that is basically you saying that you don't understand how GDP is calculated, or you don't understand what GDP means to the average person. And what I wanted to ask you is, whose economy do you think is better, India's or the United Kingdom? Considering the fact that India basically kicked the United Kingdom out of the seventh largest
Jesus
GDP
Christ.
in the world. Whose economy do you think is necessarily better?
Okay, so backing up a little bit. Firstly, growth is not complete. Economy is growing. There are other ways to measure this. GDP.
Just gotta keep running.
One, remember,
Yes, discussion with Abe. Yes, it's terrible. Oh yeah, stud. I'll check it on Monday too. When did you say it was supposed to arrive? It's almost like cheating though, right?
Sacrifice.
Economy is better for everybody. Obviously, that would be asinine and stupid.
Cracked the
I
inside of a
understand.
mountain like
Secondly,
So-
the economic activities of Indonesia and the United Kingdom are far different than what's going on in the United States. I do not have in-depth knowledge of either of those countries.
I'm gonna
so
die.
I'm not
Been
going
in
to sit
here
here and
before.
tell you which one is doing better or why it's doing better. But I don't see how that's relevant to my discussion about immigration in the United States.
So that's the problem, is that you constantly deflect when you actually are given
You
any
made a
kind of
climbing
analysis.
path for me,
And it's
then
something that
left
I
an
see
army of
often
machines
from
for me
you.
to deal
And
with.
I'm going to say JonTron is not a good debater.
No, he's not.
Okay, hold on. Just
But when
I gotta go one at a time. You say that I'm deflecting on analogies. The reason why I'm deflecting on analogies is because the countries that you're bringing up are not analogous for these comparisons. So
That's stupid. Again,
I know that you understand that, okay?
Let me
But if
explain.
you,
No, let me
I
explain.
have to finish my point because you're gishgouting me, okay? So
No, you are interrupting me.
I'm not
then
interrupting you.
trying-
I'm responding to your first point about not using.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. They can't even like talk to each other.
If you
Oh
read
no.
any economic literature or you read anything that economists put out when they're speaking specifically about things, one of the really important and careful
Playing
things
Uncharted now.
arguments is to
Am I gonna
choose
platinum this
countries
game? I have no
to
idea.
model, economic behavior after. If you're trying to do a comparison of
If I could just
what is
finish
the
it, I'd be really happy.
economic immigration-
I mean, I'm not trying to rush through it, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I love this game, so I'm not really in a rush, but I feel like at this point I'm dragging my
This
heels.
is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in silence.
It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this match.
Okay, I don't like this one either. I think I picked on all the shitty ones. The JonTron one was actually kind of interesting, but it was like,
You make it sound like I should apologize.
it was too much.
It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The
Debate
theory of
abortion and
imagination
human identity.
was mine, not yours.
Jesus Christ. I think everything else is like. When did you come here?
It's
I think everything else is pretty old.
Yes.
Oh no, it's only a month ago.
When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Let me go to his videos. Insert it by most popular.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
The JonTron one's one of his top 3. Hold on. I'm not saying any I really wanna watch, to be honest. Oh, this one I remember watching. It was really hard to watch. Debating Lauren Southern on immigration. That one's a hard pill. But she's very well spoken, so if you're into that kind of thing, can't do it, man. I think I'm gonna quit on Destiny tonight. Not because it's not interesting, but yeah. So there's that. So we're gonna do music for you people who are on Twitch. If you're not on Twitch, YouTubers, I'm sorry, but you'll be happy to hear the bickering end. Yeah? Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. Need to sleep, auditor. Good night. Good night. Let's see. Pandora. Hey, Mr. Pandora. Let's see. Oh. Thanks for being here, guys. I really do appreciate it. Your mere presence makes me a happy camper. For some reason, I cannot for the life of me remember what my password is for Pandora. This is bad. What the fuck is all that? Oh, I just glitched. Hi, Feisty. I'm doing alright, man. How are you? I'm just trying to get some music on. We were listening to some debates earlier. And the ones I've been clicking on, because I think I've watched a lot of Destiny stuff, so I didn't want to watch stuff that I'd already seen. At the same time, the other stuff was like really hard to swallow because the people were not up to snuff. Not correct username or password. Dude, I don't know what you want from me. Bro. What is going on? Why can't I log into Pandora? This is just ridiculous. Maybe my password's wrong. I mean, my email's wrong. Thank you, Captain. I appreciate it, love. How is that not... I don't understand. I don't have that many passwords, so like this is just blowing my mind. I think my exclamation mark keeps disappearing too. What the piss, dude? What the piss? What the deuce? Okay. That's my username. Fuck. I'm just gonna try and reload Pandora. Just watch it and it automatically logged me in. This. No, I'm a Libra, Dylan. April 25th? Okay, so just let me know when it arrives. Well, you know what I mean. Use your Facebook, madam? No. No. Oh, no. I don't use Facebook. My Pandora and my Facebook aren't the same. Yeah, they're completely different. Listen to some David Bowie now. Good shit.
Mind your footing.
That could have ended very badly. Yeah, I just reloaded the tab and it was fine. I'm a little baffled. What could possibly go wrong here? I have to rappel down, huh? Why didn't I just go down that?
Across.
Do I have to climb up to climb down? Like... Didn't I just... Oh. I do have to climb up to climb down. It's in my head. Okay, I don't know where I should go from here. Heavy, I didn't see a donation come across. Did anyone else see one? Heavy, I didn't see one, dude. I do have alerts and stuff set up. And then I have also stream tips. If you didn't do through stream tip, then I would have to check my PayPal. And I totes my goats did receive a donation. $65. You, sir. Buy yourself a bottle of Macallan 12 year for tomorrow night. Can't go wrong. It's like grown-up Scotch 101 and you can find it anywhere. They sell nice liquor. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Heavy. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're gonna make you the headliner for this evening. Because you're top donator by far. That's ridiculous, man. I'll give you some monkey action too. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay. Too much H. Last time it was too much D. Now it's too much H. Heavy. Hands. Ed with 3. Heavy handed. Like pouring. I got you. I got you. I understand. Quite a donation, Haipu. Thank you. Thank you. Totally uncalled for. Totally uncalled for. I wish you would have used stream tip for the sheer fact it would have gone towards the goal. And I don't trust myself to like remember to add 60. How much it was like? It was $65. I almost said 69 because obviously I'm a pervert. So to that total. But maybe it did add it. I don't know. I don't remember. But you know what I am gonna do? We're gonna do both the monkey and the thing. You know the other thing? Not me? Yeah. I don't know this dance, by the way. This is not a thing in my life. Hold on. Okay, so this is a freak show. The reason I have to like preface this almost every time. So obviously I'm either too clever, right, guys? I'm smarter than you, obviously. Or I did a really bad job of my like aesthetic brand, whatever. So, this is the freak show, because I'm Freakhopper, freak show, freaks and geeks, right? So I got like carnival-esque freak show type things. I think Tom Knock got this for me like a gazillion years ago off my wish list. So, for donations, one of them was gonna be for like subs, and then the other one was gonna be for donations. Now I just do all the things, because YOLO. Hey, shh. And then, but wait, there's more, because top donator. I think I knocked something over. Oh, I think it was my Halo sword. I still haven't hung it back up. Okay, first off, I usually hit myself in the face with this. This is the most dangerous thing I own, probably, since I don't actually own weapons. Well, that's not true. I have a bow and arrow. Oh, it's off. To the right, to the right. Okay, here we go. They are kind of frightful. Yeah, just a little bit. Thank you for the donation. Seriously, yeah, I really will. I really am gonna go get that tomorrow. I think it's a good place to start too, because I'm a little intimidated about getting the other scotch we were talking about. Yeah, and we'll sit tomorrow. I'll be a cat. I'll be dressed like some kind of animalistic whore, basically. And we are going to sip scotch. Scotch. Hi, Jen. How are you doing, love? Yes, I know everyone complains about how it's gonna give them nightmares, but then I remember everyone's just exaggerating. You guys are being ridiculous. Stop. Okay, I think I can make this jump, guys. Okay, let me go full screen. Thank you again for the donation. That's super, super amazing, sweet. Okay, so here we go. You ready? You ready for this? We're gonna jump. Nope. Oh, but... No, that's not... You could just walk down, though. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Oh, well, if you walk down, there's that. Yeah, I left him in his packaging box because it had Jack in the Box on it, and I thought it was like really cute. Right? I don't know. I'm still curious. Like I don't know. So I actually had a coworker bring in all their original Star Wars figurines, and he was talking about how they were all very well loved, and the reason he still had them, and it was really cool. But it kind of like made me reflect a little bit on my own life choices, on how I have all these amazing like toys. I wouldn't say adult toys because we all know what those really are, adult toys. But I feel like I don't open a lot of stuff anymore. Like I keep things in boxes, just not even for resale value, just because I don't want to devalue them. Does that make sense? So I don't want to devalue them, but I'm not going to sell them. So why do I not have them out and like on display, right? I don't know. I display them, I just don't have them out. Yeah, just sipping. Yeah, Dylan. And I usually do drinking for donations and stuff, so I think just like sipping a nice alcohol would be a nice change, you know? A little less white trash, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I don't really have much guilt about my drinking because it's not in excess and not very often. I do get very loquacious and I talk about things I probably should keep my mouth shut about. But, you know, apart from that, you know, I think what I say is really important too, of course. Terrible, terrible. Ginza! Oh, but be a black lady. Ginza, thank you for the donation. I'm gonna give you some more monkey, boo-boo. Mostly because people keep complaining, I think more or less about the monkey. I think the monkey is what gets people riled. Yeah? Oops. 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 Two words I say. Okay. Thank you, Ginza, for your donation. Tomorrow, yes, by the way, while this guy's going batshit crazy, I put my tongue in there once. High five. Yeah? No. Get it, man. You get it. You get your symbols. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so tomorrow, for everyone who's just joining, no, not the cursed monkey. Oh, my cat woke up. Amiga was like, what the fuck, man? Just trying to take a nap. This bitch keeps banging this monkey. So that was what I was saying. Tomorrow is going to be Catterday / today, since it's already 2:23 here. And as a result, I will be doing Catterday stuff, but I'm only going to be doing it on YouTube to avoid any wrath from Twitch gods. I'm going to be wearing my leopard bikini, but I'm like with something over it. I don't know. I haven't really thought it through completely. Yeah. But I do know that I want to wear leopard print, and I don't really have anything that's leopard print. And I haven't done Catterday, and I don't even know how long, so. In your monkey? Yeah. What kind of computer do I have? Pixel, it's actually on my Twitch profile. My build, it's, I think, only on my Twitch profile, to be honest. All the specs, how much I paid for it. I did have a $900 donation that went towards that. But I think it was 1,800 in total. Yeah. There should be a command for that, Tankless. I don't think I have any of my bots in, honestly. It's definitely in my profile. If you click the banner on my profile, I know it's kind of annoying to go through profiles and shit, but I have a lot of cool information there, like how you can win my heart and become my next spouse that I will either kill or divorce. So do that. Oh, I do have also a I do also have a cowbell, but I have a roommate now, so cowbell's not practical.
Elizabeth's journals.
If I do like a day stream, I'd totally do cowbell. Amigo died. You guys can't see him. Amigo, why are you over there, baby? He's looking at me. I think he just wants to be close to the This is a really good song, but it's killing my vibes. Know what I mean?
Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future.
Yeah.
And you might live long enough to hear them.
What is this? No. No. Why is this shuffle suck tonight? Does anyone know? Like, I don't know how these algorithms work, but like, I honestly feel like my Pandora on my phone is better than my Pandora on my browser. I know that sounds like nonsense, but it really does feel like, you know? Come on, upper body strength, let's go.
Elizabeth. What is this?
I did examine it, though. What do you want me to do? Of course, I'm trying to hit triangle. Can't find YouTube?
This is Charles Rodson.
Let's see.
I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap.
Rep, I accidentally clicked on my Google profile.
Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged.
I used to have in my profile on YouTube, and I don't.
From the outside.
Yeah, what he said. What bot did I have that was supposed to be telling out all that stuff? I don't have any of my bots up, really, so...
Well, I'm not
kind of
going
a
out
streamer
there.
known to man at this very second.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes.
Yo, streamer, you even stream. Why is Pandora being weird? Ooh, weird.
Repaired the seal.
Okay.
Ew, weird.
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
Anyways.
It's not gonna happen. This one's
Moobot, maybe? I mean...
Really? It's alright.
I know Nightbot. I use Nightbot for my Twitch, though, and on my YouTube, and you can't simultaneously do them. Like I simultaneously do your parents. Kabamo!
I'm no good at endings.
No LCD stuff. I can't do that right now either. That was like a whole bunch of...
Let's not.
Like, cats on keys, know what I mean?
Happy trails, Liz.
Okay, why is all the bots that I was trying to load are just now, like, loading?
See you around.
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to go? Am I just supposed to sit there and like, listen to this entire dialogue?
I'm okay with this.
View the hologram? I am viewing the hologram.
I want to go home. Goodbye.
Okay, so I just have to watch this / ignore it.
transmission of Elizabeth Sobek.
Is Wisebot
She
in?
gave
I don't.
everything for the hope of life on this
It
planet.
looks like Wisebot's in.
And we are all in her debt.
Aw, Pixel, that sounds awful. Don't kill me, we just sorts of met. Yeah. I go to love to kill very fast. Completely normal girl behavior. Completely normal. Forget you. Oh, and just in case anyone is like super new here and I don't say it every single stream, our current donation goal is for, I'm going to E3. I already purchased my tickets. I have yet to purchase lodging and my airplane tickets. But the $1,000 goal is to help kind of more or less fund that, mitigate some of those costs. I do have a full-time job, so streaming for me is a part-time hobby thing that I like that it sustains itself. So there's that. So that's what the money's going towards. But after the $1,000 is raised, I'm doing something self-deprecating and releasing my senior high school class musical, Grease, which I was Rizzo. I will be uploading that to YouTube. I don't even know where it is. No, that's a lie. I know where it is. It's with all my other CDs. Yeah, yikes. It's a DVD, though. Anyways. So, yes, I have, like, a solo. So that's also a thing. So if you think I'm just gonna be, like, background dancing, that's also not a thing.
Just for one moment,
yeah, it's gonna be terrible. Actually, for my TBT this week, because of this, I showed you guys some of the amazing photos I had from that time. I forgot I was a theater nerd for a good portion of my life. Yeah, it's very cringe, Dylan. It's very cringe. Cringe might be an understatement. I don't know what levels above cringe. Do definitely think it's probably
she taught Gaia
one of the most embarrassing things.
To care,
ever.
to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound.
But anyways, yes. Should be an easy upload too. So I'm really bad about editing and stuff because obviously I don't have a lot of time, so I know that like when I have to start editing stuff and even uploading is kind of just getting things off the camera, which takes 2 seconds, and onto I have to put on removable storage though because I don't have enough computer storage on my MacBook, which is what I use it on. So there's that. That escalated quickly. We'll forget you. Just gonna keep jumping. Jump man, jump man, jump man, jump man. Whoop! Oh, come on, come on. Why isn't she not moving? Oh, I hate that. Like, you have to pan the camera over. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Okay,
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
I don't know if I'm going the right direction. Oh, that cliff right there? Good lord, I feel rumbles in my tumbles. I like them rumbles, girl. Shot would be amazing. I don't have any alcohol at all. Gins, I wish I could shoot you. Ha 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 ha. No? Shot would be amazing. Shot to the heart and you're too late. You give love a bad name. How about a song request, Kenza? I could do you for a song request. And more monkey, because I know you like that monkey. Brass monkey. No? I don't really know where you're supposed to go from here, though, because you can't climb on this ledge. Or can you? What hacks? Where am I going now? Ooh, I love her. What's her name? It's like It's one thing, right? Dorothy. I almost said Dylan, but Dylan's a man's name. Dorothy. I'm digging her, dude. It's a little, she gets a little country sometimes, but not like really. She's rock, man. I dig her. Dorothy, dude. I wanna see this chick live. I say chick, it's a band. The band's name is Dorothy. Like, oh! Like the Golden Girl is what I was gonna say. Rip. You know, I'm playing on very hard, so that was definitely a jumping puzzle that outsmarted me. So there's that. I actually died to the cliff that I jumped accidentally on. Okay, Gans, I got you, boo-boo. It's a newish song. I'll Google it real fast. Well, I say that I have to do it on my other computer over here. So complex. What's it called? I remember last time you picked a song. Night. Okay, I found it. Yeah. Found it as soon as the song's done, dude. My dude. Yeah, so, oh my god, I almost did it again, but I just happened to do the same thing I did the very first time, which was fall in the right direction. That's probably a true statement, though. What good does come after midnight? I don't think anything good does come after midnight. How did I not see this cliff before? Oh my god, jumping puzzles are the worst. Oh no, I did. And we got all the way over here, right? Nice. I didn't ascend up here, which like, why? I say why would I, but apparently it's exactly what I'm supposed to do. So how long have you known about Battlefront 2? That was a couple months ago, I feel like they released that news, Battlefront 2. I actually traded in Battlefront for this game. I not like a 1-for-1. Obviously, I had a shit ton of other games. But yeah. Is this the right song, Gans? It should be. It's the one you requested. Know your song. It's like Know Your Meme, but different. But EA announced, I think, like, officially, like, with stuff last weekish. Ooh, this is cute. Do we get to fight zombies now? How baller would that be? We thought that it was really machines. What? Plot twist. Oh, you can't hear Genza?
When I open
it's on Twitch, boo boo. I have all my songs on Twitch.
The alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden.
I'm listening to the song.
Clearance. Oh no.
It's a consolation.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you.
I definitely thought about falling down that hole. Kind of feel like that'd be a bad idea.
To what I'm about to say.
I like this.
This isn't easy.
This boardroom meeting we got going on.
Please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the
I like it so far. It's like kind of mellow, but not like sleepy mellow, you know, like I don't feel like I'm gonna fall asleep.
Thinking about the ones who come after us.
I'm breakdancing though on these dead bodies.
Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted, we've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. if we're willing to sacrifice.
It doesn't need to be like this.
Doesn't need to be like this, Ted. It already is.
I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it.
What if you took out context and just thought like they were talking about poop? Poop is the sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration. You crazy bastard. Millennia of culture, aka poop. I'm sorry.
Really, I am.
But you gotta protect the innocent.
Sometimes
innocents have to die to poop.
Innocents have to die.
Dropping the bomb, really, sometimes. Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere. This dialogue works for poop. Oh my goodness. Beaver, good night. Yes, it is far past your bedtime, sir. And I will see you tomorrow-ish, maybe tonight-ish, whatever. You know, time's relative. Said you're quitting on me too, baby? That's awesome. No, this is good. This is good. I like it when everyone leaves at once. And leaves me here, silent and alone, and cold and afraid. And other
This is
words.
why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an
It's
innocent
alright.
future. Blameless men.
I'll carry on. I
He
feel
never
like I've
saw
seen
the
this,
slaughter
like,
in the assembly.
the voice actor, I know I've heard him in something else, but how are they made his face look super familiar, too?
Turn to dust. Scattered to the void, like the alphas themselves.
No. What's up, Chris? Oh, Meeks, come here, baby.
When the hatch
He's doing, like, floppy cat stuff, except he's doing it off screen. Why are you doing it off screen? Come here.
Among the world they made.
Oh,
The world we're living in.
I want my kitty. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna bring my kitty over here.
They died trying to accomplish.
I'm gonna bring. Hi, blind / Ginza. Oh my god, my butt. Come here. Oh, come here. Show everyone your kittiness. Oh, look at the kittiness. Oh, you're so big. Oh, such kittiness. Such kittiness. Oh, floppy cat. Amigo. You just want to be floppy cat. You just want to be a Mama, why aren't you letting me be a floppy cat? I just want to be a floppy cat. Ma. Oh, I missed you. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. Why don't you love me? Amigo, why don't you love me, man? When did you stop? When did you stop? Hold on. Bay. Come on. You know you love my love. You know you love my love. Don't pretend like you don't love my love. See? You love it. Look, you could stay up in a bundle and just be my lap cat. Be my lap cat. Be my lap cat. Why? Porque? I mean... I had it all, and now I have nothing. Yeah, he's a ragdoll, so he actually, like... they're called ragdolls because they ragdoll. Cat fur everywhere now. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh my goodness. Yes, we're all talking about the puss. Such puss. Much puss. Oh yeah. Coming.
The master override.
Ow.
That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Now he's like not even really hiding from me. Everyone's pretty quiet tonight, I'm not gonna lie. You're close to the end? Of what, the game? No, Michael. Get the fuck out of here. I feel like I learned a lot. I mean, I don't feel like I'm combat ready. I've dodged 90% of all the really hard... Like, actually, that was probably the first I would consider, like, boss fight I ran away from earlier in stream, guys. If you were here, it was, like, a huge-ass glint hawk. But I did spend, like, a good 10-15 minutes trying to get that glint hawk in my in my snatch, man. Man. We're $700. We're 70% of the way to the goal, guys. That is insanity. Oh, was I not supposed to follow my death? Okay, well, I'm really good at that, so. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I'm going up. Where? Was I over here before, accidentally? Accidentally. Oh yeah. It's gonna lend you this game. Oh my god, it's so delicious, Studley. You can barely appreciate it, but just by watching me, because obviously I ruin everything. So, because tits ruin everything. Yes, Pixel, everyone's talking about pussy. That puss. Oh yeah, up. Gotta get it up. More money we have across the wall. You're here in the flesh-ish.
What? Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy.
What?
But
yo, people are leaving in chat now. Silence is leaving me, or Silence, or I don't even know how you say it. Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that
I've been involved. It's like a drug or a cult.
But I never told you the full extent.
It's a cult. Yeah, no, it's a cult. I'm your father. No.
I was there.
That was the beginning. I found Hades.
I found
Hades, Titan.
Buried on that mountain.
And you served it? So it is a cult.
And I served it.
How'd you serve it? That's also dirty. I promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge gave you no idea. I do know because I'm the all-knowing. You can call me Scarjo.
I helped create the eclipse.
Helped
to build a cult.
An army.
An army to do its will.
Oh, the song though.
Why are you telling me this now?
Yeah,
because
why
your
now?
Success depends on knowing this.
No, it doesn't. My success does not depend on you being some weird cult follower.
About was the spire. Not Meridian.
The house.
The spire.
In New Orleans.
Now, why would that be?
The spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module.
Poor boy.
Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems.
Minerva. Oh, that's a really good animal name, Minerva.
Send a new transmission to wake the machines so they can devour the world all over again.
Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
She sold my new blue jeans.
They're just a means to an end. An army to capture the spire.
Yes. Why? There's so many things in games called the Spire. I just kind of I like the Hades thing though. It's kind of like it got some mythology shit going on. Minerva. Minerva was something else, wasn't it? Minerva? Not Medusa, Minerva. Something's Minerva. I want to say some kind of earth goddess thing. Minerva. Minerva. Harvest? Minerva.
Means of injection.
Damn.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in.
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Genza get wrecked. Nah, bro, you were probably timed out.
Where will you go?
Minerva McGonagall, there's that.
Elsewhere.
Genza got wrecked. There's not much going on over here, though. I don't know. Christopher is raging or something. Or, I really don't. One of, I don't really know where.
It was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
No, dude, I did post that. No, Genza, I listened to that song. By the time you got in there, it already switched, boo-boo. You're just so slow. God, do you even copy and paste links, bruh? Do you even know how to Control-C, Control-P that bitch? Do it. Ooh, I'm creating a Lance. Yes. I will name him Lancelot, and he shall be mine. Not to do what I've been done. guys. Oh my god, this lance. It's like Armstrong. Trophy earned! Covered a powerful weapon. I'm looking at it right now. It's a rare. It's a rare trophy. It's kind of a big deal, guys, so recognize my greatness. Appreciate me. Appreciate me. I don't even know what I want to level up when I grow up. I don't think I can level up anything except for, like, what? Foraging? Fuck off.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
Rising sun. And it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. I know I've won. Oh, Angela, watch what you're doing, girl. Come, girl. Oh, getting low when the whistle blows is a lot harder than, yeah, repel. Repel. We're gonna repel. Hey, Mr. Zipline. Yeah, I don't make zip lines, though. I'm a parkour kind of girl, you know? It's like CrossFit, but different. Parkour! Still one of my favorites, my all-time favorite beginnings of The Office is when they start parkouring around. It's the very end when Andy falls into that refrigerator box. I just didn't see it coming, and every single time, like, I would just wet myself. It was just too much. I can see myself doing so. Oh my god, this bitch is still alive. You guys remember that Glint Hawk? Or, like, the Mega Glint Hawk, or the Glint Hawk Daddy Mommy that I was telling you guys about that I didn't kill? Well, it's been down here waiting for me to return. It's been lonely. And it thinks that I'm just a pound of warm flesh. It's ready to get me done. Ooh, girl. Let's go. We're going downstream. Oh, in the back. What's up, James? A huge Glint Hawk that's chasing my ass down. He's trying to do non-consensual things to me. Thunder! Turning the shit up in my ears. Did I make my new lamps, though?
After what happened with
I can't tell. How do I tell? Yeah, I do. Yeah! 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 Thunder. I feel like I just want to, like, YOLO. You know? Fucking YOLO. Fuck yeah, YOLO. Literally, YOLO. But then you respawn, so you're not YOLO. Have to rope them? Rope them in with my cunning and charm? Mayhaps? Yes, AC/DC Dylan, for show. Okay, oh, I asked a coworker this. We're gonna take a quick pause from this game. Because get this, I think it's a legitimate question. I think people need to answer this question. Because he said it's like apples and oranges. I disagree. Yo, really, am I breaking out? Like, it's just this makeup, man. It's not the makeup, it's like, it's how it makes my skin look. My skin looks worse with this makeup. Like, what does that even mean? Anyways, so, okay, so the question was, hold on, I gotta remember. I'm trying to remember. It was an either or, and it was AC/DC or. Who would you rather? No, it wasn't a who would you rather. It was like a baseline. Who? One or the other. It was AC/DC or. And I actually thought of this, and I don't know. It must have been something that was on the radio. I don't think I have a rope gun. Or do I have the rope caster? Yeah, but like those are all traps, aren't they? No? Am I using that wrong? What did I say? It wasn't like Kiss. It wasn't like any glam rock. I think it was AC/DC or Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I think that was it. And he said they were apples. No, that was it. That was the question. So, AC/DC or Guns N' Roses. And he said they're not even the same thing. Like, they're not comparable to each other, which I think they actually so legitimately are. Greetings from Mexico. Hello, Electronic. How you doing, man? So, yeah, AC/DC or Guns N' Roses. And I don't understand how he didn't like that question. Because I do think they're super comparable, but what do I know? I'm also not like a music buff, you know? My music preferences are pretty basic, bitch, you know? Like, you could equate, like, a couple pairs of Ugg boots to how basic. No, holy fuck. I hit the button, but not good enough. Not good enough. Not good enough. Slow, thank you for becoming a Patreon patron. I don't know what to call you guys. I think it's supposed to be patrons, which is why it's called Patreon, but there's like an extra vowel that doesn't make it like, it's like your patronage. You know what I mean? Like English? English is hard, man. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I hope you like the Espeon photos, and like I said, next month we're gonna be doing a twerking video, so I try and do things, little like special things now once a month to kind of keep you guys engaged. I do divulge a lot of like personal struggles and woes and like how heavy like my menstrual cycle is each month, you know. No, nothing like that. Well, I say nothing like that. I think I've talked about my poop once or twice. But like, so my Patreon is really for the hardcore do or dies, or people who want to show constant support because I don't have a subscribe button, just to subscribe to me. I do make, like, all my posts are basically like, all levels of Patreon, so $1 a month, $5 a month. You guys mostly see the same content, and the only time that differs is when I do things like this. I did tonight, which is why I'm wearing all purple, residual, garb from residual garb from my Espeon photo. And the reason I did Espeon is because I got the really cool hoodie from Katsucon, which was funded by Patreon people, patrons. Yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying. But anyways, so I thought that was a really cool, like, hey, thank you for letting me go, or like funding me to go. Yeah, I mean, like my ticket and all that. Oh my god. You guys remember? Is it gonna go away? No, it's not gonna go away. Is he gonna chase me? How far does he chase me? Oh my god. I'm scared. I forgot today was Gangster Up Friday. You call them Ugg boots to respect from Sydney? They are Uggs. Them basic bitches boots. Don't get me wrong though, because I have Ugg slippers and they're so divine. The sheepskin stuff and the fact that they're slippers and I can just slip them on. I get slippery when wet, just saying. I'm just gonna wade in the water. Wade in the water. Children wade in the water. I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm supposed to be going the opposite way from whence I came. But right now I'm basically in a crevice, so I'm dead. Look at this. This crevasse. Crevasse of doom. Help! Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. You know what I could do is I can kill myself if the bird doesn't kill me, which you know the bird's gonna kill me. Damn, Danielle. Well, that's my fate. When was the last time I had Big Mac? It's been a while. It has been a while. Like my tattoos? My tattoos are in my profile on Twitch. I will be doing a YouTube video eventually. I wouldn't say soon. Soon's a misnomer. I am gonna do, you know what, at the E3, and what you guys are not actually, your money's not going towards this, but it's on that same vein as E3. Since E3's in LA, and I like getting my tattoos from different places, I'm thinking about getting my next tattoo in LA. And I have my idea now. I don't know that it's feasible because I want to do it on the inside of my arm. But I almost want to, so we can talk about this right now actually, because yellow rabbits. This is what makes the stream fun, right? We talk about personable things. And I'm going to be putting these ideas out there on Patreon. Like I said, like Patreon's what's up, dude. I talk about my soccer stuff. I talk about not work stuff, but yeah. So this is my current arm. I do blacks and grays. That's all. It's on my body, right? So I want to. Originally, when I got this done, the artist was like, you know, it'd be really cool to get like her hunting something, right? So this original idea, I just wanted like an Amazonian. That was my criteria. This is probably the most free-form tattoo I've gotten for being the largest one. But I think it's honestly one of my favorites because I picked an artist that I liked, for one, but two, he did a really cool job. It almost looks like a fantasy book cover. Like, it's really rad. I really like the style of it. It's kind of like vintage looking, the way he did her. She doesn't have a belly button. It's probably my only thing I hate about her. She doesn't have a belly button, but that's really easy to like pencil in. Shit, one of my freckles comes in dark. It'll be fine. So my two criteria were, one, that she was shooting a bow and arrow, and then two, that the moon was in there. Kind of like an Artemis, like I said, Amazonian. So it's more for me a representation of like my warrior, killer, intuition, but like sexy, strong kind of feelings. I say feelings because tattoos for me don't have to be literal. Certain things, most of my tattoos actually are not very literal. But for me, like this one was like always just like that idea of having like a warrior on me was always something I wanted. And I think it's a pretty popular idea, but I knew how I wanted it, and it was just bow and arrow, because that's my life. This is another reason I love this game, because it's always my weapon of choice. And then two, the moon in the background. So what I'm thinking currently is, for the inside, instead of having her like hunting something, I really wanted to like juxtapose that like fierce image with like a motherly image, because this is the inside of my arm. This is a sensitive spot. It's gonna suck. But this is the inside of my arm, right? This is what I hold closer to my heart. These are the sensitive bits, right? So I'm doing like, that's another reason this is my bicep, right? Like that is my strength, right? It's a show, it's a symbol. But then in the inside, right, I wanted to do like I said, a motherly, like Gaia, like just like a really earth mother type thing. She doesn't need to be pregnant or anything like that, but you know what I mean? Like a very, motherly looking image, maybe like in a, I don't know the best way. Like, if she gonna be in a field, is she gonna be like near a tree? Like, what is a soft image for a woman? I don't know, but I think that's what I want on my inside. And like I said, I don't know that that's gonna necessarily, that is a lot of skin, yes, but like it's not nearly the same surface area as this guy right here. So I wouldn't be opposed to putting it on my other arm, but I like the fact that I'm using the inside, the sensitive bits, and like that's part of the message. If I can't get that, I want to have an alternate idea before I start finding artists and stuff. So if that's not feasible, you know? Yeah, so that's my idea for my next tattoo. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm waiting till I get that tattoo, because I know for a fact I'm getting that one this year. Maybe not at E3, ideally, like I said, E3's in a couple months, so I have enough time to like get some concepts down and like find an artist and stuff. I'm running out of time, but I need to do that. But yeah, so that's the thing, dude. So yeah. I like my tattoos. It's nice to hear people compliment me on them, but trust me when I say, like, I'm stuck with them for life. I'm super duper satisfied. Yeah, I don't have any band tattoos. I don't think I've ever considered even getting one, honestly. There's no bands I'm like, I don't know. This goes back to like the music conversation we were having earlier. Is that like, I don't think there's any bands recently that I've like lost my shit over, you know? Yeah, the last tattoo I got was this one though. That was my dragon. I was born in the year of the dragon for one, but two, I also did an ancestry test. I'm adopted, so for most people ancestry tests are like whatever, you know, you just found out what percentage of whatever your heritage is. For me, I had no inclination whatsoever. Like I had no predisposition. I mean, obviously I'm a natural blonde. This is not my natural hair color, but I am a natural blonde. When I was little, I was super bright blonde, super fair, pale. So obviously, I mean, there's indicators that I'm pretty European, right? But apart from that, no idea. I could be mixed with like a gazillion other things. So, I got my results back, and mostly Scandinavian, wouldn't you know? So I got my dragon in the style of like a Viking masthead, but it's kind of got like a Celtic knot design because I wanted it to be like a complete dragon. I didn't want it taking up my entire forearm. Very light shading, light detail work. He asked if I wanted more detail, and I really like it simplistic. That's the other thing. Tattoos need the age, so I don't want so much shading and detail work that it all just kind of becomes one big, you know what I'm talking about. Like blob. I don't know how I'm living through this. I just
scrabbling a bit.
Serendipitously falling down a mountain. Blink-182, Guns N' Roses. Oh, Aerosmith or Guns N' Roses? Guns N' Roses over Aerosmith any day of the week. But that's what I'm saying though, especially like recent bands. I can't think there's one that I'm like, I don't know. And that's the other thing is that like live music for me is like, it's one of those enjoying. It's hard to do alone. Like I can't just go to a concert by myself, right? So Brittany doesn't really like concerts, and she's been to a couple, and I've been to one with her. And so, like, that's not feasible. So even if I did want to go see a show, and they're so expensive, too. You don't want to be buying tickets to a show you don't want to see. So it's also kind of hard to get, like, people who want to go with you, even if you do have friends. Maybe not the right friends for the kind of show, right? I like festivals. I think festivals are honestly the way to go if you can get a group of people to go. One of my bucket list things is to go to Burning Man, not related to music, but festivals. I don't think there's any music festivals I have on my peripheral this year. Due to get a passport, because one of the cons I want to go to this year is in the UK. So there's that. But tickets haven't even come out for it yet, so I'm not like running to the passport office. And I sent out people's KatsuCon gifts. Like, was it last weekend? No, 2 weekends ago. And there were so many people in that post office trying to get passports. I was a little worried, like, that I missed out on some kind of, like, mass exodus. There was a lot of people there. Oh, it was a fucking, I almost called it a beaver. Trash panda. Think I got him? Nope. I like that even when you mark them. Oh, is that a trash panda? That actually might be a fox. Hell yeah, fox. I need these foxes. Fox eye. I'm gonna make a fast travel pack that lasts all of eternity. That's my goal. Is this where'd the other dead fox go? Right here? Yes. I need skins. Not toofs. Damn. German fests are the best? For food or music? I really don't even want him. I'm just fucking around. I think, so if I were to go off like just purely like lyrics and songs that I know, bands that I think I would really enjoy, because that's the other thing, like you can really know the music, and there's lots of bands I enjoy listening to that I don't like know their songs, right? So AC/DC for sure. Went to Guns N' Roses last year. I think the last concert I went to before that was like Josh Groban, and it was Ari's first concert. She was like a baby. Go the bus. Let's see, who else would I really want to see? I want to see Pink. I know it's not a band, she's pop singer or whatever, but she's an amazing performer, and I really love her music. Let's see. Who would I really want to see? Dave Matthews is always a good show. I'm pretty current on Dave Matthews music, but everyone's toking, and like I don't do the drug scene and all that. So, not that I mind being like over secondhand smoke, but it's just like, ugh, you know? What other bands would I really want to see? Back of the bus. I've heard a lot of Arctic Monkeys on my Pandora playlist, and I really like them. I don't know all their songs, but I'd like to hear them. I think they're opening for someone like U2 or something. And fuck U2. I would go to the show to go see the Arctic Monkeys open and then leave because I don't like U2.
The sky's getting lighter.
Oh yeah, James. She actually has written a lot of like pop songs for other people too. She's a pretty good, like, she's just a well-rounded musician, I think, to be honest. But I'm just trying to think of like rock concerts in general. Because I think rock's generally my genre. I mean, most everyone's dead now. I like a lot of the older stuff, so I'm trying to focus new-wise. I had a little Vampire Weekend phase, like one of their albums. There was then their newest one I didn't like. What else? I feel like a Lycan right now. Just like, what other bands? Let me look at my Pandora for 5 seconds. See what already though my problem is, because I'm just like, meh. The Lumineers are alright. They're a little country for me. Like, a lot of the Lumineer songs I like, not all of them though. A good majority of them I'm just like, this is a little too soft. Black Keys, I love the Black Keys. I don't think they...
An alert.
They do
Something's sending
concerts though anymore. Like a couple years behind. Tenacious D. I would love to see Tenacious D. Judas Priest, Slayer. Yeah, I'd see all them, but I wouldn't like... I mean, like, I know only a very few handful of songs. I love the sound, but... You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying, though, is that, like, I feel like I can appreciate the sound, and I love the sound, and I would love the experience, but, like, as far as, like, hard ride or die, you know, if I could sing every single song, it's gonna have to be dumb artists like Celine Dion or, you know, like I said, Josh Groban. Yeah. Easy listening, which is just hilarious. I have very polarized music tastes. This guy's usually far away. Oh, I sneezed in my boobs. That's a good place for sneezes. Actually is for anyone who doesn't have boobs. I do thoroughly believe that sneezes belong in tits. Oh, no, these guys don't run away. These are the birds. They'll, like, stomp you out, dude. Oh god. If you actually got these guys in the antlers, it's like super successful, but the antlers are constantly getting like way wider than the rest of their body, so it's hard. Hitting them is very hard. I got an itch. Hands down. God. I'm so glad I wasted all those arrows. I was basically missing. Oh god. Oh, and for everyone on Patreon who's just recently added to the Snapchat tier, I'm really gonna try harder to Snapchat more. I just forget. Of all the social medias I have, Snapchat is just not what I've understood. It's not because I don't love you guys or I don't have interesting things going on in my life. To be fair, I don't have my phone 90% of my work. Like, my work day, I can't have my phone. So, like, the time that I have my phone is when I'm, like, eating or pooping or, you know, here, right? So. Yeah, Gator. I love this game too, dude. I was talking about how moist it makes me. Like, this game is just absolutely ridiculous.
For a few minutes, anyway.
We actually had a viewer who came in through here, sure enough, on YouTube. Who? This motherfucker. And I still have his little note right here. It's right here. And his name's P-World. He bought me the collector's edition because they were sold out at the GameStop near me, and so this is, I can only pre-order like this, and then sure as you know, the day I go pick it up, I see a dude walking out there with his big box, his big collector's edition box, and I can't remember the last time I wanted a collector's edition. Oh man, this game. And then, so the statuette that comes with the collector's edition is worth the money. That alone makes up the price differential. But then they have this like cute little book of art. The book of art I was kind of disappointed by because it's like a small book. It's like this big. It's like kind of almost like a flip book size. It's not very big. It's hardcover. It's really nice. Oh yeah, System of a Down. I could go see System of a Down. Do System of a Down still like play anywhere, dude? Let me check that out. I love, like, that was a lot of high school for me, System of a Down. I don't know why. Of all the things, right? Yeah, that was one of my favorites. Way back when. Also, a cool thing on Pandora that I didn't know, they actually have, like, in the app, like, on the phone app, it has, like, concerts in your area. It has, like, now, like, a tab. So, based off of your music preferences, which I thought that was really rad, dude. I thought that's really darn. Tour. System of a Down, oh my god. I haven't gotten really the opportunity to go see a lot of live music. I haven't made the opportunity for myself. Like, I always feel like a phony fan, you know? Regardless of how often or how much the music might mean to me or how much I like it. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I do kind of feel like... Oh, they are on tour. System of a Down's on tour. It looks like an international tour, though. Switzerland, Germany. Austria, Germany, Poland, France, Denmark, Spain, Italy, Sweden, France, Belgium, Germany, and Russia. I don't think they play in the US at all. Oh, these are all festivals, though. Interesting. These are all, mostly all festivals. They're going to the UK. I mean, I don't need an excuse to go to the Netherlands, do I? There's lots of places I want to visit. A concert is a good excuse. Yeah. Def Leppard, oh my god. I would totally go. Well, it depends how much the tickets are. That's the other thing, is like, I gauge my interest based on how much tickets are. It's kind of like a shitty way to go see a concert. Yeah, James, I know. Well, I thought they stopped playing together. It's not that I thought that they were... What? My Halo sword is in the way of, like, the green screen or something. My cat just moved, so... You know, some people just have Halo swords lying around. It's whole life. I gotta hang it back up. I was fucking around with lighting, and it was in the way. There we go. Oh, yes, Dad. I think I'm gonna quick travel to Meridian and then save there, and then I think I'll be done. I don't think I actually have, I I don't think I have any fast travel packs though, so this could be weird. Okay, I need to make I will concede to making a fast travel. I think I can afford to make one fast travel pack. Crafting. Travel. Okay. Because I just don't, as much as I need like those skins to make the perma fast travel pack, I don't want to be journeying that far. That's just excessive. Right? Metallica. Yeah, Red Hot Chili Peppers, dude. 2000s, yeah. Yeah. SOD, Stormtroopers of Death. Yeah, it's like System of a Down, but different. Like, what are the chances? But you did remind me that I really love System of a Down. Thank you. It's funny because you think a normal human being would just go to their iTunes and like scroll through. I know, Terrell, that's actually what I was trying to farm for, is that you need fox skins to purchase that / create it. So I've been killing foxes on the last journey, the last storyline I did. Everyone saw me. I was hunting me to some foxes, not mean. So there's that. I don't like One Republic, by the way, so I'm thumbs downing the song. I always do this on Pandora. This is my plight. I totes my goats, always get 90% of the way, 80 to 90% of the way through the song. I knew I didn't like it within the first minute, right? So I wait till like minute 4 of like 5 to finally thumbs down the song when it's practically already done. So that by that point, all I'm doing is curtailing my playlist, but as far as skipping the track, what a waste of space. Yes, I am actually we're about to get off here on your dad's D. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna go see if I can't purchase this fast travel pack. But in the meantime, I was trying to say thank you to the numerous amount of donations that occurred tonight. I'm looking forward to getting some alcohols tomorrow. What is it? It's not whiskey. Why am I already... Scotch. I was like, great. Like, my mind was making up a joke that hadn't happened yet. Great Scotch. Get it? No? Cool. So tomorrow I'm gonna pick up some nice scotch. So when I do my Catterday stream tomorrow, only on YouTube, so all you Twitch people, make sure to join YouTube. And YouTubers, everyone who's gonna be seeing me on YouTube, I'm not gonna be on the PlayStation Network. I'm gonna be using my capture card. So you're not gonna be able to find me through PlayStation tomorrow, but it'll be totally worth your time. We're gonna get, like, not hammered, we're just gonna, like, slowly ponder life's meaning, and I'm gonna look like a cheetah, sort of, maybe? I don't know. Or a stripper or something, I don't know. A combination of that, but, like, with me in my body. So, maybe a little disgusting, too. You maxed out all the patches. Congrats. You know you don't have to, like, yell everything. You don't need to yell. That's not a thing. Come on. Can I get it? I think I can. Huzzah. See this, guys? No. Oh my god, I almost bought 2. Holy shit. That's awesome. I got my golden fast track yeah. Isn't that awesome? Where does it go? Like, where does it like sit? Does it just sit in my resources? What does it do? Do I have to, like, consume it? What does it do? This item provides unlimited fast travels. It just, like, sits in my inventory. Cool. No, I've never used Spotify. I think, like, Tinder uses Spotify, so, like, my one, like, theme song on Tinder is Spotify. I don't know, Dylan. I haven't really committed. All I know is that I don't want to dress Twitch appropriate tomorrow. I want to dress scandalously. I don't know. It's funny, though, because today I did all those photos for Patreon, and I was not feeling sexy whatsoever. I was feeling, like, gross and discouraged, and, but sometimes I just, like, I don't know. Like, I also want to be kind of creative. I'm not just going out there for trashy. I really do kind of want to, like, do something new and different, and I feel like I've recycled a lot of my Catterday outfits. Like, You'd think a girl can only be a cat so many times. Oh no, I test those limits. And I've been purring for a while now. So this song I'm gonna delete off of my stream. Oh, but this song, what frustrates me about this song is that I was trying to make it into my donation alert song, and I can't figure out how. So if anyone knows how to do that stuff, what I use to do my, it's not even how to do it, it's how to create a snippet from, and don't link me to Google articles, because I've already gone through everything I Googled on how to do this is wrong, because it's an outdated iTunes version. So all the buttons and stuff, like the options aren't the same anymore. Does that make sense? So I want to make this song into a smaller version for the donation alert, so it doesn't play the entire song, obviously, when someone donates, right? So all I'm trying to do is take a song that I currently own and make it into a smaller one, right? That's it. I don't want to have to like download free software. Don't give me fucking click ads and all that shit. I know you can do it through iTunes. I just don't know how, and I have not been able to successfully do it. So you'd think that'd make sense. And every time I play it, so that's the thing, I already made the clip, but every time I play it in iTunes, it's fine, but then when I try and add it anywhere, or put it on my desktop, or move it in any way, shape, or form, it reverts to its back, like, big original self. Like, it's not a real saved clip or whatever. Is that... I know that, like, I went to get info, right? And that's where I did the start and stop time. And then I couldn't save it, you know? Like, I couldn't save as. I just can't. I don't understand. I just cropped the picture. Like, Michael, that's so unhelpful. It's so terribly unhelpful. But anyways, 80%. This is the song that I want to... And I love this song. I just found this on my Pandora playlist. So I love this song, and this is what I want to make into my... And I played it a couple times. I'll delete it out of my broadcast later, but since I'm about to get off, basically, like I said, I'm gonna save. This is what I need. Hi, Mr. Hawk. Hey, hey. A dollar is what I need. Share with you my story. Would you share your dollar with me? I don't so. Hey, hey. Go. Hey, hey. A dollar is what I need. Hey, hey. A dollar is what I need. Downloaded as a message tone from somewhere. I thought about that, Michael. So put it like on my, so like have it on my phone and then like make it. I think I have an app for that, like a free app on my phone. That's a little more secure than downloading something like off the internet, whatever that means. Maybe that makes ringtones. I don't know. Let me go, he said. Help no more, I said. The boss man, he did more than you know. A dollar is what I need. Hey, hey. I need a dollar is what I need. Hey, hey. I need a dollar is what I need. You, my good, would you share your dollar with me? Yeah. You're back, Cap? I'm literally just about to get off, love. I'm going to this checkpoint, and, well, I saved, and I'm going to the checkpoint and seeing if I just have to turn it in, or if there's dialogue or something. Yeah, it looks like there's just someone up there I need to talk to. Maybe it's inside the bottle. Is he in wine?
Hey, Lord.
Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack Satan from the west.
This is the song from How to Make It in America? I did not know that. The bomb.
Bring a mind, god-demon machine.
Yes, Cap. Momentarily. Yeah, I've been streaming for like 3.5 hours now. Yeah, I'm about to get off too, feisty. Because there's that. I was just giving out quick reminders.
More than we could ever defeat.
All the March Patreons who are in the. Well, you can still access all my Espeon photos if you guys subscribe now, but all the Polaroids are all set and done deals and for this month. The Polaroids, I got a new Polaroid camera, and it's got a self-timer on it, and so I tried shooting these. They're ratchet, guys. It's ratchet. They turn out terrible. The photos I post look almost like beautiful compared to like how these Polaroids. The Polaroids turn out terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I know you guys like them.
Everything.
They're definitely not safe for work.
Everything. But I'll tell you what I can.
They are mostly, they're like half body shots. So the reason I got a new Polaroid camera is because I kept having to do selfies, and it was literally just a mug shot. And a lot of times when I did the Polaroids, I was actually wearing like full costumes that you couldn't see. It wasn't just about like showing off my tits or anything. It was literally like I put in a lot of work and effort, and I can't, you know, you don't get to see any of it. So I gave you the Polaroid, we captured the moment, but, you know, and I don't have someone to take Polaroids, nor would I want anyone to do that because it's so embarrassing. So that being said, I got a new camera and I set up on a tripod. It worked fine. I was learning the buttons for the first time. I went through an entire roll, 20 pictures, I think, or 10, of Polaroids. And I don't like any one of them. I hate all of them. Yeah, so there's that. So, yeah, they're not safe for work. Those rewards are like done deals. I think they all closed out today, actually, April 1st. So this will be a new month of fantasticness. I don't know what costume I'm going to do for the Polaroids this month. I do know that I'm going to make a Turk video, which is going to be stupid and hilarious. It's definitely not going to be like overtly sexual. I say that, but I'm going to try and make my butt move. Try. Optimum word. It'll be a private video just for Patreons. And I think that's basically it. I'm still looking into options for getting stickers. I get some really cool custom chibis I commissioned an artist to do for me, and I would like to make them into little vinyl stickers for you guys, just to put on stuff, because I think stickers are good, easy, throwaway keepsake that I don't think I'd have to spend an exorbitant amount of money on. Anyone who sends me gifts, I send thank you cards to. Thank you cards are alright. They're going to be limited time only use because I'm changing them out. I'm almost done my box, which is pretty cool that I've given away. I say given away, that you guys have supported me so much that I've had to use an entire box. It's amazing. Yeah, I think I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have some, I almost said rum this time. Great Scotch. We're gonna have some good scotch. I have the PayPal message still up because I know I'm gonna forget everything. Everything we've talked about, I will forget. So luckily, at least PayPal sends me emails and I have a reminder. God, I'm the worst. I'm the utter worst. Thank you again, guys, for the donations and the love, the support. Seriously, just you guys being here. It's not even about the money or any of that other amazing stuff. That's like extra. You guys being here and watching me and enjoying and talking with me is like, it's the reason I do this and I ramble and don't know how to say goodnight. It's literally, it makes this worth doing, right? So if I was just sitting here talking to myself and my cats, like, it'd be really boring. And I don't have that much to talk about, so I need your guys to feed back to me, and I'm kind of selfish that way too. I depend on you guys for entertainment just as much as maybe hearing the dumb things that come out of my mouth might be entertaining for you. So I appreciate you more than you can possibly know. That's my way of saying thank you. Thank you for being here. And I hope everyone has an awesome night / morning. It's 3:30 in the morning here. The only thing I have on my plate tomorrow is getting really good food. I might get some cupcakes from DC with my roommate and doing my taxes, and it's going to be terrible. I might need to get that scotch before I do my taxes. Yeah. I've been putting it out. I usually do it the first week I get my W-2s, but this is the first time I've had to claim my streaming stuff, and I'm so nervous. So nervous. I still should definitely be in refund zone, but like, how it's gonna work out, I'm not excited. I'll legit, yeah, anyways. Fairly well, I will see you guys tomorrow / today, later tonight for Catterday. You be safe and amazing as always. Bye.